dream.
Wow.
I guess I'll do my job of sound checking.
Yeah. Well, what story should I share?
I'll just sit here tired.
Everyone's quiet, sad. Was seeing a 5-year-old that scarring for you guys?
No, crawling out of bed 10 minutes ago was.
Was that Steven?
He didn't say anything.
He made like a noise. I thought maybe he was trying to do some talk stuff. Considering. But yeah. I think if there should be a story said, probably just go with, Aunt Sue was talking about how good the tonkatsu was. And I was like, oh, Aunt Sue's compliment. Then she, like, shoved a plate in my face of the food I made, going, have some, it's good. I'm like, no, I made it. Oh, Then, like, a minute later, while I'm up to the table, still cooking and eating, she tries to trip me, which, consider a small physicalism. I, a 350-pound, 6'3" male, running with a plate of hot food, versus an old lady. So, she stuck her foot out trying to trip me. I walked through her, and she fell over. And I'm in trouble. and I'm being yelled at by my father for doing that to her. It's like, she stuck her foot out.
You need to teach them physics.
What do you think was gonna happen?
You need to learn physics,
Small,
cousin.
weak object rams into a larger, stronger object. The stronger object wins.
Yeah, like, I was in motion, too. It's like, there's so much in my advantage there.
Yeah, there's multiple laws of physics
You tend to stay
in there.
motion.
After I help her back up, she's like pointing at me, going, I'm gonna get you.
What? You just already lost an altercation.
You're gonna get me? You already saw how it ends.
This is where you scratch yourself and you drop her. Well, you said you were helping her up.
I scratch myself.
So you can say that she fucking scratched you. I don't know. She seems like a bitch.
As soon as she fell over, like, everyone's looking at this. Joe's like, I take out my fucking switchblade, cut my arm, like, you did this!
Stabs himself
She's
in
got
the
a knife!
bicep.
She's got a knife!
There's that fucking thing with Patrick where I lift myself up in the air.
You kick your own ass.
No!
No, please, have mercy! Ah!
That's still one of my favorite fucking moments. He beats his own ass, and I'm like, hey, yo.
No, just do it like Founder. Just drop on the floor, and then everybody go like, "Why'd you beat him up?"
Now I'm thinking of the SpongeBob thing where it's like, great, now he's gonna kick my butt.
Nah, I was gonna kick my butt.
Joe says, start without me, I will be there in a bit. Which,
Let's
I mean,
not
I guess...
do that. Fuck with him. No.
I was gonna say, like, fair enough, we're already late because I had to make dinner. I was gonna make lobster macaroni and cheese, but we didn't have enough shredded cheddar.
Damn.
Alright.
I opted for...
Where were we?
Making the meal I was supposed to make tomorrow. Which, as you can understand, was the reason why I was late, because suddenly I was making a completely different meal.
Yeah, should we do a recap?
But you guys didn't watch last week's video?
Last week, or do you mean last session?
You mean
no,
like
last week?
Fucking 6 weeks ago?
Last week, you guys were investigating a haunted mansion on a hill.
I mean, to be
So
fair,
true.
the place we are could may as well end like that.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
No. Fine. The recap from memory is... Kieran ran up to like a glass mansion to drop a letter in the mail slot. What did Steven find that was suspicious? I know he saw the Clockwork Fanatic's house, and he left when he realized the man had spider legs. What did you do after that, Steven?
He checked every person's house. He was the one that was
I'm gonna
fucking
mute
around in the
myself
neighborhood.
real quick to listen to skim through the last bit of the video.
Sure.
Okay, because I was just thinking, like, I don't know if Steven actually found anything super amazing other than getting N-word to help him.
I don't think he got anything other than the
I mean, he
Dr.
had
Octopus.
said that he had an amazing plan after he broke into the fucking like old people's neighborhood and
Oh yeah,
gave
he had a plan. Steven, do you remember your plan?
Hmm?
You said you had a plan.
like 6
Oh.
weeks ago.
Oh no.
That's fine. You get to come up with an even better one now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm trying
To
to remember what the fuck.
To
So I remember. Wait,
justify
okay.
for all
Last
those
thing you were
things
talking
that-
to the guy, right?
Which guy? You mean
the
N-word?
guy.
Me. So I wrestled that guy in the fucking place, right?
Yeah, N-word.
Right.
No.
Uh,
No.
Yeah, that
The
was
people
the
you
guard's
talked to
name.
was the guard that you convinced to help us because you got a nice roll and argument, and then you also saw the house of the guy that you're like, oh, maybe this is the guy, and then just turned out to be a weird guy with spider legs, mechanical spider legs.
Yeah, and I was like, he's definitely not. He's definitely not the guy.
I like that you say he's not the guy, despite having like the most fucking weird thing going on.
Like we said, he's the villain for the future arc.
He's our future villain guy.
He's Lord Mechanical's rival, Professor Spiderlegs.
It's just like Spider-Man. Like he's just a guy doing his own invention that at some point.
PhD.
Karen wrote
He's
something.
Squid PhD.
Karen wrote.
Squid and me.
Or Ingram wrote something in his journal. He tore it out of the journal and he put it in the mail slot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
no.
Dr. G saying, "Hey, I'm a doctor.
Yeah,
I can heal you."
That was
That's
for
the
his
last
side
thing on the
quest.
chat.
Well, that was the last coherent thing before we technically
Yeah.
just talked shit.
Yeah,
For the
so
last 6 months.
like we were saying, Steven was going to give us a plan, but we didn't know what it was.
And then we didn't play the next week, and then
Or
Christmas
the next
came.
week, or the next week.
Yeah, no, just 6 weeks
Yeah,
passed.
It's like
Oh,
it's
fuck.
like fucking December was a thing.
I understood that we were gonna go and because now that we had an in to all the community and some of the houses, basically we could get to them. It to be easier to.
Yeah, I like that
We had
Steven
an
just
in
finds.
actually.
Steven find what was he, an orc? Or was he a happy?
Orc or Alfork, one of the two. I think it was Alfork,
Okay.
but I don't remember for sure.
But Steven just finds someone that's easy to discriminate against, and he's just gonna be like, alright, we're gonna do something that's technically not ordained by our ministry.
Hey, yo, hold on.
I like the description of Session 15.
What, Pat?
Stupidity in the city of Onyxville. Grac assaults the police. Shori breaks into people's homes. Ingram mails a letter to 6 inches away.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
that's what happened. My descriptions
I mean,
are
yeah, that's
accurate.
exactly-
They're
That's a
so
very
accurate.
It's
Grac assaulted
upsettingly
the
accurate.
police. We can't forget that. Grac assaulted the police.
No, they
Yeah.
Of
assaulted
course you did.
And to be fair, the police also tried to assault you.
They did assault me.
No, they first tried and then you react, if I remember.
Do not. There is no try.
I wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, you
We
were.
know.
Being a rat in the open air.
If I
Make
recall
them a
correctly,
caller.
you were saying a bunch of stuff that was making people uneasy.
That's not illegal.
You're
Disturbing the
accused of
peace is
being a
illegal.
rat in the open air.
That's not illegal when you're a soldier.
You're not a soldier. You're a rat.
I feel like this is pedantic. All right. So.
Alright, so- Let me ask this: is Steven's plan taking place at night, or were you going to rest up? Which I think we should probably just.
I
do.
think we were going to rest up. I think that was
Rest.
part of the
I think
decision.
the last thing when I mailed my shit was the middle of the night, so we were going
Alright.
to sleep.
Alright, so you guys are resting up somewhere in Onyxvale. We are all used to your living arrangements from before, but we might as well reiterate them because there's been a break. So people can get reaccustomed to the fact of who's bougie and who's a loosey.
Yeah, parking bench.
Parking
Nah.
bench.
Aren't you
Did
sleeping
that-
on my floor?
Did you get your car back?
You're still getting repaired,
Uh,
remember? We went there
yeah,
to
yeah.
repair the part that wasn't broken.
Well, no.
No, they had repaired his car, but they took out the atrium.
Oh, yeah, they took out the...
Yeah, they took out my fucking. They moved something around.
the thing where you have the plants, I'm missing the name.
The terrarium. But then
Yeah, they moved the terrarium, so...
I spent my time fixing it.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
you do have the car.
Yeah, you do have the car back, yeah.
Yeah.
So, parking bench, why? Can't you just sleep in your car?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's just that the parking bench moves around.
Parking bench. When you say parking bench, I'm thinking of something else then.
Parking bench as in, like, a park bench.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. This
Well, yeah,
park bench just happens to be on 4 wheels and moves around.
No, you're trying to cover.
I'm not trying to cover. It's basically the same thing.
Sleep
He
in your
basically
car,
lives
rich
on a
boy.
park bench. Yeah,
Alright.
I will.
Even
I'll save so much money doing it.
you're probably sleeping somewhere really nice. I mean, you're in like a metropolis.
Yeah.
And I
Didn't we
remind
have a
you
inn
that
already?
this is a technology advanced game, so like even like when I describe like a nice hotel in like a normal medieval game, I'll be like, ooh, there's a bath. But like even in this game, like a low end thing, you have like a bathroom and stuff, but maybe it's like a public bathroom, like a motel or some really cheap place. In a hotel like this, you
Yeah.
actually have like, you know, depending, like in Metropolis, even if you're getting like a 30 gold a night room, you have like a chandelier in your fucking room. You know,
God damn.
like you're standing out.
I don't
on
think
the,
I need that.
You know, you've got like a terrace and everything. It might be 60 gold. I can't remember. I had to go check the sheet because I do have a price for the hotels and stuff. Because I think things did get a little more expensive in that regard. Let's see.
Inflation. Alright.
Yeah, here we go. We have a Primus II
100%.
document in here. I've only
So
got to
true.
go through 200 pages of things I wrote.
So true.
Yes, Steven, you're living some kind of nice life. Like we're not even really tracking the cost, by the way. This is just facts.
Gotcha.
I should buy a photographer while I'm looking at these prices.
Damn.
All right, where's the rat sleeping at?
Nowhere, apparently.
I was gonna spend the night at the Who's Cow, but you guys broke him out.
Talking about you. Damn.
Ratigan, wake up.
Wake up, you have to tell us where you're going to sleep.
Up, samurai. This city to burn. Oh, I guess Pat truly is dead. And after all the effort, you went to save him. Sorry about that, guys.
We all knew that dynamite was going to blow up at some point.
Wow. Now
See me
he's
do this
sleeping.
on the stream, I can't really get a good look at me doing it.
I don't know.
As for your question, top of the car.
You're sleeping on the top of my car?
Yes, because you won't let me in the car.
What makes you think I'm going to let you be on top of my car for 8 hours?
Especially after the reason he took it to a mechanic.
Well, I didn't
Exactly.
break it.
Yeah, but it was someone being on top of the car that broke it. That
No,
part's
it
It
weak.
wasn't being on top, it was falling on
someone
top.
falling on top of the car.
Exactly.
I'm the lookout.
I don't
Then why are
need
you
you
asleep?
to be a lookout. Inside the car with music blaring, I'd probably still be able to be a better lookout than you.
He's a cushion. The
okay.
next thing that falls on top of the car will damage him instead.
But then it will blow up.
Oh,
That's
boy.
true.
So true, so true. I mean, I don't. It's the case that probably Ingram would like yell at you for like 10 minutes, and then if you just don't leave, he's like, yeah, whatever. We'll probably
Give him a
like
gun.
mock
I make a fort out of our luggage.
Okay, well, if he starts fucking with the luggage, I'll start the car and start driving.
You're like, get down from there. No.
If it's then that he starts fucking with things on the roof, then I would just start
I'm
the
not
car
gonna
and start
fuck with
driving.
things on the. I'm not gonna fuck with things on the roof that aren't mine. Mainly because Kingston would murder me.
Well, we don't have to wait that long. If you stay on the roof, you fall off pretty hard. Wouldn't even be him. Yell you, right?
Well, Pat, are you going to make me ask for rolls?
You actually starting the car?
No, probably not.
It was a threat, got you. He like starts the car, and you're like, "Bro, really?" And he just turns it off.
He starts the car. Where's my glue?
Yeah,
I think Kieran's character should kill you. Like Ingram would be mad if he got alchemist glue all over the hood.
You're lucky. I should actually go get some later. And then,
apparently that's where fucking suspects land, so it automatically detain them.
What? I'd get detained for buying glue?
No, if you put glue all over the fucking roof of my car, that's where suspects land, so it would automatically detain them.
I feel like you're trying to say something, but I don't know what it is.
People fall onto the roof of my car where there's glue. Seriously.
It was one time. It was
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
If it happens twice, then I won't ever get confused when you say that again.
Well, look at this fucking high standards horseshit. Fine, whatever. It's like he's asking for me to fucking throw him off the top of my car.
Well, Pedro, let me also remind myself, is Rugar and you're a half
Orc.
right?
He's half not orc.
Half a citizen.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sure.
I don't know what the fuck my other elf is.
I
Civilian.
really hope that he
I mean, I don't know my other elf from
half
PFT.
soldier, half civilian.
I mean, who knows? I clearly don't.
Alright, so where are you sleeping at, man?
Probably same place as Shori. Not same room, but
room?
same building.
Okay.
He crawls into the same bed as Shori. Hey, this is fine, right?
A story.
It's the only way I can fall asleep at night. I know that there's killers loose around here.
There was an ugly barnacle. It was so ugly. Everybody. The end. I guess Joe's gonna be gone for a bit longer, so...
What the
We all know
hell?
he's sleeping in a decent place because he wants
Hey.
privacy.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, Joe.
there you go.
Alright. Where's,
Where are you sleeping?
Where's Kingston sleeping at?
Didn't we have an inn here? Do we normally win?
I
I
don't
mean, half of
remember.
them
I mean,
are
I-
sleeping. Half of them are sleeping in the car. Half of them are sleeping at an up-end hotel.
That's in Joe. If we had the inn before, it's been a month. The inn is gone.
Okay, I guess.
Whether
Where's Ingram sleeping? Dumb
his
question, I
car.
know.
So, for quick context,
I mean, if they're already
Ingram is
nerds
sleeping in
that
a
we
car.
pay for,
Grac is sleeping on top of the car. Me and Shori are in a nice hotel.
I will sleep in the car as well, just for my commanding officer's protection.
what? I'm never in danger. Never truly.
I feel like that is a blatant lie.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yes,
I
Blatant
know it's a
flaming lie.
blatant lie.
Nah.
I'm never in danger. Appears invisibly in front of a clown that can see visibility.
I
Bang.
wasn't really in danger, though.
I
was able
he
to
shot you, didn't he?
successfully. Yeah, he shot me, and then he never did so again. And then I healed myself.
You're in danger of being
Shori
crit.
and Guard is fucking at the fancy hotel.
It has all the Yakuza mini games.
the karaoke one is fun.
Alright, well, we had to settle down to where people were sleeping. So, just to remind people how their personalities in a month. Where are you guys meeting up to discuss Steven's grand plan? I suppose win.
Ingram's car.
Ingram's car.
Stop saying that. You're making me nervous.
So hold on. So after you guys
God, I
like
can't wait to hear it.
you know, Krugar and Shori like wake up in their like silken sheets. You know, they stretch. You know, one of them probably like dings a bell, and like a fucking valet with a little table comes down with like pancakes and a little vase with a flower on it. The other guy probably goes down to like some restaurant for like some soda. Yeah, you know, when you have soda in the morning. You know, you guys are just spending
You know, like
money
you.
to live luxuriously, and then after you guys are like, you know, took your hot showers, you know, tightened your robes, got into your uniforms, you know, like feel real clean, nice, spend a couple hundred gold, you don't have to track this, and you're just, you know, had this great morning of luxury. You walk out of the hotel, move like 15 feet to the street, and open the door where all your friends are waiting.
I'm just still in the driver's seat, sleeping.
So
Yeah,
the
I
gang's
probably
all here.
woke up- Yeah, I probably just woke up fairly early and I'm like outside of the car waiting for them.
Are you in your morning routine of exercise, or are you just standing there?
For my morning routine of exercise, I exercise my patience for not shooting him. No,
Sorry, I'm just
Hey.
thinking of like you guys get into the car, you guys talk for a bit, like Ingram eventually awakens, he's like, what time is it? And you guys are like, it's 1 p.m. He's just like, McDonald's is still serving breakfast.
Oh,
What-
it stops at 11.
Not the way you drive.
Doesn't McDonald's serve breakfast all day? Man?
What's that supposed to mean?
It has a fucking.
I wish, man.
It has a menu that's open for all day, but not all of their breakfast items are on that menu.
I
You
just
said
wish
not the way you
McDonald's
drive.
served-
What the fuck
I
that
just wish
supposed to mean?
McDonald's on the way to work would actually serve wouldn't serve breakfast at 3 o'clock in the morning.
They can try
Yeah.
to stop me from getting breakfast and they're having them.
No,
Not
no,
like they can
no.
try and stop
Normally,
you.
all the other McDonald's that serve, that are open 24 hours, they don't start serving breakfast until 6 a.m. This
Just
one
like the
goes
idea.
like, it's 3 a.m. Time for breakfast. No more fucking burgers.
We're doing this fucking falling down scene where Ingram's in the fucking drive-thru at McDonald's going, I know y'all got eggs back there.
He's like, give me some.
Cracks
Give
on
me
the
an
roof,
egg and
going like,
bacon.
give me my McGriddle.
But yeah, man, once you guys sort out your mornings, what's the game plan?
Well, I'm in rapt captivation.
Everyone looks at Shori
over-
for his plan.
Yeah, Shori's masterful plan. So what are we doing?
Fuck, man, I don't even remember all the shit that I went through. I understand that, like, I had a bunch of different, like events that were happening over in the area. Like, you had several, like, different parties and shit.
You did a fat B&E, and then you were very much so inspired.
No, yeah, that's actually a thing. There was something about the parties that you
There were
found out about
parties.
them.
Yeah, because we're all. So I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck can I go to find this fucker. And I'm like,
I mean, if all else fails, I can just sit in the fucking fancy neighborhood and wait an entire night and see if Lord Mechanical shoots out of like one of the chimneys.
It's actually a really good one.
I mean, yeah, you sit there, we tell the guard to sound the alarm.
No, that's why I'm saying we'd take like an entire week of me sitting in the fucking.
Yeah, he just has to wait until a monster comes.
So this is what
Pretty
we
much.
do.
Oh, we could be the monster.
So 5 days.
We need to
Pretty
attach.
much.
We need to attach
Wait,
like.
okay, guys. Here we
Yeah.
do. What we do is I get a giant overcoat. I put Grac on my head, and then I just kind of go around
Are
causing
you making
a
yourself a
ruckus.
Scooby-Doo monster?
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
technically it would work. You know,
Let's find the.
he's breaking things with his arms, and I'm throwing out explosives. That's totally a monster thing.
I mean, you can just start blowing up abandoned buildings.
Let's not do that.
And
It's still
I'll
very
still
much
suggest. There's
time.
still the plan I mentioned. You just create a custom light signal for Lord
Yeah.
Mechanical and hope that he comes to it.
so I do enjoy the idea of us just putting a chair at the top of a pipe and just rotating Ingram for a 360-degree fucking vision of the city.
Put a hole into his car so you can have a periscope.
You just have him
He'll
do
kill you, that's
donuts
different.
on the.
Kieran, can you remind me if you gave Dr. G any way to contact you?
It's in the message there. He gave the phone number of the inn he was staying, but now he's
they
sleeping in a
have the
car,
phone
so there's
number.
no contact.
Oh yeah, we did have an inn.
It's just going to become the phone number for the hotel that the two are staying at.
I
Probably.
guess. I mean, if we'd already had an inn, then I would have slept there. I just couldn't fucking remember if we did. And Ingram would not pay a cent more if we didn't.
Fine. Beat the inn, I'm cool.
Sick.
If I recall correctly, I think someone must have been paying for you if this is the way you live.
I believe it was the normal
Yeah.
thing of either probably Shori just went there and he usually pays for them off everyone every time he goes.
Well, yeah, it was the case that, like, Steven was away when we first got into Onyxvale, so he secured lodging. Just fucking found a random inn.
Oh yeah, the tactic came back.
The usual tactic. So, yeah. Then that inn's phone number. I guess we're just, like, having a real shit continental breakfast.
Hardtack and water.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? What inn is serving hardtack and water?
Well, he said shitty continental breakfast. That's the shittiest one I could think of.
I don't
What
know what
continent does that
continental
come from?
Yeah.
That's not just like, god
Okay.
damn.
When
I'd
Joe
rather
says,
have
I
nothing
don't
at
know
that point.
continental breakfast, the first thing I think of is he has to see the key and peel of continental breakfast.
No.
All right. Continental
Okay.
breakfast.
What
A
I s-
muffin and some coffee.
What I said was I didn't say that, Dave. Or if I said that, it just for accident. I just said I don't know what kind of continental breakfast is from.
What?
The continent of poor.
Okay, fair. I was just asking Pat, what the fuck kind of continental breakfast is that? Because I served continental breakfast for a month. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, you're in hotel management.
You
You
said
should-
a really shitty one.
So true.
I can't think of one that's shittier that would not be considered a
I'm
war
not-
crime.
Yeah,
not
but
ju-
what country serves hardtack?
I'm not just remembering that the hotel I
America.
worked at.
The pirate country. Mhm.
The hotel I worked at had like scrambled eggs already bottled.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mixture. Yeah, I mean, it just tasted bland, really.
It's hard to fuck up eggs, and they did.
No, it's already fucked up, but I understand why. Like, I checked, and like I was there as like an intern, so things were very much more manageable. People were like finishing the job, like their 8-hour jobs in 4 hours. The reason is because that job is so poorly optimized for one person that's supposed to do all the work that having two people just makes it. I know, like we just say it just makes it easier, but that there are things there that there's supposed to be two people for, but there aren't.
No way.
It's so stupid.
Oh.
That's besides the point. Point is, we have many. Like, this is the thing. One plan isn't exclusive. Like, we can have Shori try and like go into the parties while we have Ingram have Ingram sleeping during the day and fucking patrolling at night in the roofs.
God, I love all these plans that have me not being awake. It's like my favorite feature.
I mean, no one wanted to do my plan.
What
What's
was
your
your plan,
plan?
Pat?
In the middle of the night, I just run down an alley screaming, "Lord Mechanical! Hey!"
We don't want you to get out of jail again.
It's like you're
Because it
trying
becomes
to
harder every
It's
time
like
you
you're
do it.
trying to fucking make a scene and then get thrown in jail.
Yeah, see,
Well-
again, nobody likes my plan. It's very
Well,
simple
yes.
and straightforward. And it
I
might
didn't
work.
want to have to get you out of jail again.
Yeah, no, straightforward, straight to jail. Yes, correct.
Why does everybody assume it'll be straight to jail?
Because you've done less and ended up there.
Because as soon as any one guard comes to check out what the fuck you're doing, you're gonna put your fucking entire fucking foot in your mouth and end up like in Supermax prison.
Look
This
here.
is-
The only thing that I would do that I would deserve jail, I'm not telling any of you.
Mhm.
The systematic, the
But
systematic
those
oppression,
orphans had it coming.
the systematic oppression of beast folk is truly a problem. That being said, that was truly your fault.
Just because they persecute you based on your race doesn't mean you have to also be an asshole.
Yes, I do.
Really, he's
Called-
the explanation for why people are like this.
It's called spite.
I know you're
Yeah.
made of it, Pat, but not all of your churches need to have it
And
in
guess what?
spades.
I have the reason for what you're fucking always in jail for. It's called spite.
Got him.
Oh, the Grac. Spite.
So yeah, I mean, if that's the plan, like fucking Ingram's already like ready to go back to his room and go the fuck to sleep. I guess he would check to make sure nobody's already called for him, but otherwise he's just gonna be like, yeah, I'll go to sleep again. I'll lay in bed like a little shit. It's like my favorite thing to do.
Going AWOL. It's his favorite activity.
I was taking another job.
Just fucking meme online. Just it all started with like someone just saying like, we now give just a cat is like his favorite activity is to lick a graham cracker. It's like, people just start going really hard at it. It's like this kid's favorite activity is arson. It's his favorite crime. It's like, oh boy, really hard on this.
I see.
It reminds me, I can't wait for the day we visit Grac's orphanage. The one he burned down in the backstory.
It's
How you
burned
gonna
down.
visit that?
We can
Yeah.
visit the remains.
Why?
I mean, you know how humans work, right? Pedro, like if something broken, people build on top of it.
Not always, surprisingly enough.
By God, this investment firm.
I mean, not always, but let's just say it's the usual.
Yeah, no. Instead of rebuilding the orphanage, they just rebuilt the church and then added an expansion to the church.
The reason Pat
Actually,
burnt down
is-
the orphanage is later revealed as a long form of insurance scam.
Pat was arguing
they
for the
turned
church
the-
all along.
They turned the burned down
Pat left the
orphanage into a
orphans in the
Bloodsport arena.
church orphanage to make it extra believable. So, Steven, have you come up with what you want to go with, or do you just maybe want to have your character say that, you know, upon sleeping on it, you want the party to come up with something?
I mean, we could still go. We could still go, but I mean, like, it's also a good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Ingram's idea of just looking around for him to popping out is really good because his perception is so high.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's also the
good.
case that you do know that those parties are the thing. I'm pretty sure the fucking idea you had was mostly just, here are these parties, let's go to them.
I do like so.
I do want to go to the parties though.
Parties can work
'Cause
out,
I have some
but
very expensive clothing that I want to put on.
I do gotta admit that this probably could just be continually solved by Ingram's bullshit checks.
Yeah, which is why he's checking in to see if anyone's called for him, and if not, he's just gonna go back to his room and go the fuck to sleep. Because he's gonna need a warped sleep schedule to do this job.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I need to make some more alchemical things anyway.
I mean, you guys can still do other things during the daytime while fucking Ingram's ruining his sleep schedule.
Just think.
Are you
What?
where did you park the car? We're at the inn.
Probably at the inn. Like, just outside of it.
Well, I don't know if like
Depends
does
if
the
they
inn
have
have a
parking.
parking lot or it is parking on the street?
Do
I
they
don't
have
know
a
how
garage?
modern the city is. Does it have parking lots or is everything on the street?
Does the inn have its own
Sure,
garage?
no, it doesn't have its own garage. An inn, no. You probably just park outside on the street.
Well, then that's where it is.
Does the city have parking lots? Yeah, they're in front of like.
You
Like,
know, I guess he's just parked on the street.
I guess it wouldn't be a supermarket. It would be like there's a parking lot like before any
Department
like
store.
big market street area. I have to
Well, I
use the
can't do
facility.
that. I can't do that in the street. I would definitely get arrested.
I have to use the facility.
Break into my
That's
car?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back.
No, we'll whip out my portable alchemist lab and start cooking.
Uh,
Are you about to Breaking Bad this place?
let him cook.
Jesse,
Let him cook.
have to cook. Krugar, we have to cook.
I think I know the meme that you're referring, and that's slightly to the side.
I still love the fucking. He's like, no. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Steven, this is probably if we let him cook, he's gonna end up in jail. You know this.
All right.
Yeah, so are we just going to use Ingram as a telescope?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if you guys want to do anything for the multiple hours that Ingram's going to be fucking sleeping. It's your one chance to get away from him. Because otherwise he'll be awake, and then there will be no getting away from him. He'll see all.
Grac will go to the room that he was given, or something like that. I can't remember if I shared a room with anybody or not.
I mean, unless you asked to, I guess. No.
Well, anyway, He's going to take his portable lab so he can go make some alchemical glue. Depending on how many days it will be. So, I'm just gonna make checks per day.
Okay, yeah. So the plan is there's the parties. The only people that are good at parties are Steven and probably Ingram, but Ingram's already going to do something at night, something else at nighttime. We are not currently targets in this city, so I don't have to keep such an eye on you. Let's see. The only other thing you can think of is going. But Kingston wanted to do that. Let's see, the problem is we're trying to use orthodox ways to find a vigilante. Kingston is really not an orthodox person. He's very by the book.
Then go beat down every door.
That's not efficient.
Yeah, if all you guys are it's not efficient to have me act as a fucking telescope either.
You've proven otherwise.
I mean, it's not time efficient, but it brings results.
Sometimes you just have to stake out.
I'm just a fucking portable sequence brick.
Yes.
We're not
This is-
sequence breaking, it's called staking out.
Sure. Okay.
That's just how it
set up
works.
right. I don't know about that.
I'll make you some coffee, Ingram.
Well, this is why I'm ruining my schedule. So, well, I guess I would need the coffee later, but I'm gonna be like getting the coffee at 8 p.m.
Oh, at least you get a coffee. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Coffee.
So let's see. Best thing you can kind of do. That's the thing. If you prefer, you can try and go to the party first with Steven and then try to stake out. We don't need to do that like really just the first night. Like we have time.
I think it's better for everyone if Ingram doesn't go to that party.
Did I miss anything terribly important?
Not really. We're just talking
did
about
you
alternate
leave?
plans. So currently we have Steven going to the party and it's the human satellite on a high roof.
Yep.
Otherwise, I was thinking on going low and checking through the alleyways because, is there any rumors of him stopping like petty crime, or is he only asked for these monsters? Do we know that?
As far as you know, he's only been in the paper for stopping the monsters.
That doesn't
Two.
mean anything.
He's only stopped 2.
Okay.
Are you trying to undercut his achievements like that?
No, he's only been in the paper for 2 times.
Kind of mad
He
fucked
was
up
in
that
the
you do
paper
that.
the first time we came through. Then he stopped the monster we weren't here for, and he was in the paper for that.
Suppose so.
And now we have like 5 days until the next monster is scheduled to appear.
You're right.
Didn't a monster come the day after we left? Breaking the schedule entirely? Because it was a different monster that he was in the paper for when we came back here.
Yeah, we went away.
We weren't gone for a week though, were we?
We did. We went on a ship.
Yeah, we were gone for a week. It was like a 2.5 day journey on the boat.
Oh, was it?
It's something
Yeah,
of the
we
sort.
came back.
We were on the ferry for 2.5 days between Onyxvale and Stillwater
Yeah.
twice.
Yes.
We
That's-
didn't spend all that time over there.
Yeah.
In Stillwater. But the day before we arrived, he had stopped a monster, which was 6 days. So, and then a day passed. I believe we did a bunch of shit the first day, which is 5 days, and I think we have 4 days until the next monster now.
Yeah, because we scattered out and then came back and then slept. Because we went there, we slept. Because we arrived at nighttime. We went out, we searched, we found the party, and then we had the session when I wasn't there. And I believe we slept before leaving the next day. So it's 2 more days in there. So yeah, 7 days. And he took care of it.
No way.
Yes, way.
Well, if that's the case, then there's no point to have me check out anything until a week from now. But maybe, I don't know, things will go off schedule because Shori broke into someone's house. And they're going to be super paranoid.
I mean, there's also the point that I truly like. Kingston will probably go check the streets because he doesn't know if he also like tries to deter petty crime or if he's only after these creatures. So he's gonna check that while you're checking out the roofs.
If you guys just break into more houses, then I'm sure it's the case that someone will make a fucked up creation sooner rather than later.
Based on what I'm
What's
hearing,
up?
it seems like Ingram's thing should probably happen the first. So Ingram, do me a favor and remind me the gist of your letter to Dr. G.
It's right there. Like, scroll up a bit. It's the last message in this Roll20 before we
Oh, it is
stopped
just
for
this here?
a month.
Hello, Dr. G. Through my powers of being able to tell the future, I was able to determine that we have no memory. That I, a military doctor from Noxham, have heard of. Sorry, did you say. I'm a military doctor from Noxham that has heard of easy Dr. G's. Why?
I kept
you call him-
fucking his name up. So
Okay.
technically that one's like scribbled out. The
Okay.
easy is scribbled out because I kept calling him fucking Easy G.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
David,
yeah.
because taking care of him is easy G's, easy
Yeah,
goal.
yeah, alright.
Well, I was thinking it was a different fucking reference you were making.
Ingram, at
But
like
yeah.
5 p.m., you'll get a call for you if you're awake at the time.
Yeah, sure.
He can be called even if he is.
I'll probably hear it even if I'm not awake.
Yeah, you're just sleeping, phone rings, wake up. Is it for me? It's just some other person. Like, sleep. No wonder you sleep so much. Every phone call in the city wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Only when he's awaiting a call, otherwise they'll just ignore it.
Exactly. I know that there's a call for me, so I have to wake up to everyone.
You're just in your bed, vibrating, eyes bloodshot because you're in a fucking metropolis.
Yeah.
You could probably tune his hearing to be building only.
You can tune his hearing. You know, if you play with the mole under his neck, it tunes how accurate his perception is.
So yeah, I guess he'll
Is it radio?
take whatever the call is for him.
Alright, so the freak of nature wakes up and is downstairs by the time someone's like going up to your room to like say, hey, there's a call for you.
Yeah, what's good? Oh, yeah, I heard.
He probably
just
looked at you. Wait, what?
Just the as you say that, just the X Files, like.
Alright. For anyone listening, prepare yourselves for this fucking like vernacular I'm gonna have to do. So
Oh boy.
I'm waiting.
Ingram, as you put the phone like up to your ear, and you just get some person going, "Is this Dr. Ingram?"
Yeah. That's
Yow! What is good, baby? Alright, I heard that you're the kind of man that's able to do what I've been looking to do. Now, I've been under the weather, as you might be able to tell by the fact that I am just not up to 100 right now. But, babe, if you are the man that is for this job, you are more than welcome to pop on down and take care of me, baby.
Ingram's on the ground, dead.
Yeah, Ingram's foaming at the mouth.
It's literally just the case of, like, after the first scream, he just holds the phone, like, 2 feet out, and he's like...
Shut the fuck up, Steven!
Fucking scared me.
I warned you guys!
I thought
You didn't warn us enough!
The way you talk
said
as if you meant...
vernacular, and then the first thing you did was fucking yell.
Yeah, but vernacular is just going to use weird words, not that you're going to actually scream.
I can't believe you called my name like that.
Crazy.
What do you think the G in Dr. G stands for?
Gregory.
Stands for Yow!
Dr. Guy.
Oh yeah, you do know his name, don't you?
I don't know.
I don't remember if he does or not.
I don't think
I
so.
guess,
I think it's a straight yes.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if he's just, like, offering for me to come over, it's like, yeah, I mean, if you can get me a visitation through the gate, then I'll be happy to come on over. Better to come in with a legitimate, I guess, better to be expected.
I can't wait until we get to Dr. G and it's like Parappa the Rappa minigame.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you gotta hit attack, and then you attack, and then you fucking slap.
It is
Dr.
Grim's,
G,
like,
stop hitting me.
first opinion that is like, are you sure you're sick?
Are you sure you're sick?
Usually I'm twice. Usually
sound
I'm like
very
3 times as
energetic.
loud. All right, then I guess we just have to let you die.
Yeah, well, you gotta die, I'm sorry. So, yeah,
Why,
as you're,
why
like-
Doctor?
I
Is
can't
it-
fix
So
you while I'm-
you asked him, can you get him through the gate? And he's just like, yeah, man, what
Well-
you bucking around for? There's no time for lollygagging. Gotta get cracking and snapping. And just fucking, I already lost the fucking voice because I'm just thinking of other things ahead of the game already.
I guess then Ingram's like, well, I can head on over now if you'd like.
Yeah, that's
He also sounds like probably super far away from the telephone because he's still holding it like 2 feet out, and he's not bothering to speak.
Yeah.
And he's speaking a bit louder. He's like, "I can head over if you'd like," because he's
so you're
holding a
hearing-
fucking phone 2 feet out.
Yeah, so you're just hearing him like, that's okay, go. Yeah.
All right, do tell the security guard that I'll be there. I shouldn't take too long. He's gonna skate on out to his car and start driving that way.
Oh yeah, right, I forget.
I
Hey,
guess
don't forget the Antol, otherwise we can't move.
Yep, I drank it. It lasts 12 hours, so I've probably just been like fucking riding off that first one, and then I can, riding off that first one, and then I can drink the other one in 3 hours at about 8 p.m. ish. So yeah, I'll drive on out to the fucking fancy neighborhood to go to Dr. G.
Alright, man. I guess which gate are you going to? As in, I know there are more than 2 gates, but I'm asking which of the 2 gates are you going to?
What do you mean by which of the 2? And you would just drive to whichever's closer, I
Okay,
guess.
so just one of the gates that isn't, forced by the guy that you know.
I mean, no. I guess he'd just go to the earliest one. If it becomes an issue, then he'll just go to the other guys and just like.
Alright. Well, I guess let's see how much of an issue. So you go up to the gate. The security guard is just this, tall human. He's looking at you like you don't belong.
I'm looking at him like I do belong.
Got him.
And it's just like,
What a fucking... So he's just angrily staring at you, and you just, like, wink at him. Like, what is this?
just giving him like a placid stare, and I'm like looking towards the fucking gate that's still closed. I'm like, would you mind opening up?
The guy
I'm
goes...
here to see a patient.
The guy goes, yeah, I doubt that. Why don't you, turn around?
I mean, I'm not fucking with you. I am here to see a patient.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Hmm. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, do you need to hear that someone's sick every time? Like, what? It's a
That
house
makes no
call.
fucking sense, actually. Wouldn't fucking much call I've already said something about it?
Steven, think about this. You're a security guard, and a guy drives in the shittiest jalopy in the world.
Yeah, but I mean,
mean,
like,
it's-
wouldn't they have said there's someone coming already?
Yes, but he
Just say who
does
you're
not
coming
look
for.
like a doctor to this guy. This just looks like a homeless man with a car.
Excuse you. I do
Wait,
look
okay,
like
Ingram,
a doctor
what the
in
fuck?
most cases. I just drive a
Ingram, like,
shit car.
doesn't dress like shitty. He just drives a shit car. A lot of
His
fucking
clothes
people
look
just drive
lived
like the
in,
shitty
but they're
thing with
not
it.
shit clothes. I guess it's the case that he'll like.
He does not
Lean
look like
over
a
to-
Hollywood doctor.
I mean, yeah, that's the case. I guess he'll lean over to not his glove box and pull out his
Military
fucking medical. I mean, he'll pull out his fucking like. I was about to say he's gonna pull out his doctor, but no, he'd pull out the stuff that indicates that he is a doctor.
Ingram pulls out an actual Hollywood doctor he's tied up in the trunk. This is the Ingram that you guys were supposed to be playing with this whole campaign. This is where Kieran reveals that he's actually a rogue.
Yeah.
He pulls out doctor. He pulls out
The
doctor.
whole time.
It's just the case that he's gonna pull out like
Right.
the fucking papers, his papers, I guess. He's not gonna pull out the military ones because he doesn't want to be like, I'm also military, lol.
Alright,
Just
so
like,
you're
here's
pulling
my
out...
doctor shit.
So this guy's staring at you without rolling a sense motive, I know, because I had to explain to people as a whole here, so just people didn't get pissed off for a long. But, you're showing him the medical license and stuff. I guess,
That's the
is
word
this
I
stuff
was
actually
looking
in good condition, considering it's just been sitting in your glove box for 10 years?
I mean, it wouldn't be necessarily in bad condition. It wouldn't be fucked up by the sun or anything. It's not like he puts anything in the glove box. It'd probably be a bit dusty, but as he like pulls it out, he'd probably undust it. It would look as if it was fucking or given to him like 10, 15 years ago. I don't know.
Didn't
I
get
guess
experience.
If it's the case that he's been traveling around, he'd probably still keep his shit up to date, so he'd probably have a newer one.
Alright, well, sure.
When he got back, when he got captured by the military again.
Oh
he probably got
yeah,
a
and
new
especially
one,
when he got fucking brought in by the military, he's like, here's your new fucking medical license. Your old one's probably like 5 years old. You should have been coming in every year to get that checked out. And it was like, every time I came here, I had to dodge the fucking military, so...
I was dodging things. Leave me alone. Fucking.
You
It's
ever know that
literally
you can't
the-
renovate the license while running away from the army?
Damn, Ingram,
It's the
Ingram should go up to Dr. G and be like, I'm a doctor too.
Alright.
Rogues have evasion. Kieran has
I've
tax
already-
evasion.
I already said I'm a
+1 tax evasion.
That's what all the linguistics is for.
If you successfully evade any taxes, you evade all taxes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll
People,
give him my
the
medical
people that get
license and
this
stuff.
are fucking classes like Ingram's, you know, celebrities like Dr. G.
Hmm.
Drawing a lot of parallels to these two after all.
They also both speak weird.
What are you talking about?
He's like, hey, rude.
Ingram's a relatively normal boyo.
I mean,
I will not take this slander.
normal
not?
is
Relative.
yeah,
What
very.
the fuck?
Alright. So this guard, like, looks over your paperwork for a bit, and then you can, if you want to give me a sense motive, but he just kind of looks at you like, eh. Again, I wish I could just accurately describe this face that I'm making. I guess it's a mix of, like, disappointment and disgust.
So he kind of just scrunches at him.
Like, first off, bitch, you a security guard. Shut the fuck up.
Ingram's just gonna like stare at him with a blank face. He's like, "Is that good enough? Can you open the gate
Who
now?"
the fuck
or-
you looking at?
I like to imagine
guy-
that Shori is just with the guard saying all of this. Like, he didn't came with Ingram, he's just there.
The guard
Just
in
get
his
the
little booth,
door.
you can see him, like, he goes into the booth with all your paperwork and stuff. He's just holding on. And while looking
Gonna
at it, you
need
see
that
him with
back.
one hand, like, lift up a phone inside the booth and, like, punch numbers while looking at your stuff. He holds up the phone to his ear, 10, 15 seconds pass by. Then you see him jerk his head away from the phone. You probably just hear the faint. I mean, with your perception, you probably hear the, yeah!
Oh, it's Dr. G. Just from in the car, I'm like, oh, well, that was a mistake. You definitely
Yeah.
shouldn't have held the phone that close.
Yeah, so,
Dr. G can be pretty
he's
loud.
confirming with the guy. I mean, with your perception, if you want, you could probably hear the conversation through the fucking booth.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll listen.
Yow!
With how much he screams, I don't think you cannot listen
Like,
in.
oh shit! You just hear that?
Definitely
Oh, shit.
hear at least one side of it.
It's like, ah!
Uh,
I thought you were gonna roll your perception. That's what
oh,
was
I
waiting
didn't
for.
know you. I didn't know if you wanted me to. You didn't.
Yeah,
say.
That too.
You said yes.
You just said
to,
with your perception, and I was like,
I
yeah,
said
sure, I'll
probably.
listen in. I don't know if this is an opt-in or a roll for it moment.
Oh,
That's a sad,
that's a low
sad
roll.
25.
yeah, 25. So you can't really hear fucking Brock Sampson, but you can hear the man on the phone.
Mm.
So, you just see this fucking tall giant man just like muttering into the phone, and then you just heard like yeah, I called for a doctor. No, I don't know what he looks like. Send him through. Let's get to step in. Then the guard like really dejectively like fucking hangs up and like starts handing the paper back. Just like, you got lucky.
If you say so,
Oh,
sir.
okay, whatever.
To be fair, Steven, to be fair to him, think about having to deal with these people every day.
I mean, we don't have to consider Dr. G as the normal person in this situation.
No, but it's rich folks. Eccentrics.
Are you
Some
telling me
rich
that a
people
man who
are
has
not
spider
that,
legs for his lower half is eccentric?
See, that you learn something new every day. What?
He's got
What?
what for his legs?
It's the guy that
Spider-Man?
Shori saw,
Bullshit.
the guy that has robotic legs.
Oh, okay.
Well, he has a wheelchair that then just drops out and becomes spider legs.
He's Dr.
You can also
G
lock out
Lovelace.
his entire house.
The man that had the super steampunky looking house as compared to everyone else having relatively normal looking mansions. And this one guy had like fucking parts on the side paneling.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty
Fine.
Dr. Mechanical of him.
Yet Steven
Probably-
doesn't think
Or
it's
it's
Dr.
like-
Mechanical.
I thought it was a Dr. Manical, because why the fuck
clearly
would he have
that's
that
not
for his
Lord
house?
Mechanical.
I mean, first off, Steven has seen Dr. Mechanical has legs.
No, it might be that this is the person that like gives
Seems
Dr.
Lord
Mechanical his
Mechanical.
shit.
Yeah, he's the Lord Mechanical. People keep saying
I-
the doctor title is just so easily given out nowadays.
What the fuck? I had to go to school for that.
Alright.
And
So the
slip out and all.
guard opens up the gate. Like, he hits a button and the gates open up a little bit. And before you can start your car, he's probably like hovering over the closed gate button.
And I'm just like, thank you, and I'll just drive on through.
You're the worst
Throw it.
person to lose an argument to.
I mean, it wasn't an argument. It was just me providing fucking facts about who I am.
This is an argument for him.
Well, then it was one he was always gonna lose. So yeah, I guess he'll drive on through and try to remember how the fuck to get to Dr. G's
He may not
place
be
from
able to
here.
win in a fight, but he can sure as hell beat your ass in a fucking in a debate.
I definitely can prove that I am in fact a doctor.
All right. So
It's
you
an
go up to
undeniable skill of mine.
you go up to the glass mansion, you know, the funky architecture place.
I guess he's gonna like try and find something to cover his ears with, like preemptively, so he doesn't go deaf whenever he
Just
starts
put
talking
in
to him.
earplugs.
Yeah, pretty much. Put in earplugs so he can listen to him without going deaf.
See the idea of he's like talking really quietly, and you're just about to like remove an earplug, and he's just like, "I must not be speaking loud enough." At the right moment.
Oh no! Oh
Ah,
no!
All right. So I
yeah.
guess you put in earplugs. I mean, whatever. What's your next
It
step? Here,
does.
guys?
I don't know. He's not gonna put both of them, and he's gonna like put one in. And just, like, he's gonna hold his hand next to his ears. Like if he starts yelling, I'm putting the other one in.
All right. Should I
And
ask
then
what
he'll-
everyone else is doing, or is just pretty much like waiting around?
I mean,
I'm getting
yeah,
ready for the parties.
If other people were at the inn, Ingram would tell them that this is what he's doing.
Was Steven in the back just fucking like insulting the fucking security guard? Like, shut the fuck up.
I wish. Yeah,
yo,
be like, your mom.
yeah, mom, yeah.
Alright, well, I guess it's Ingram against the world. So,
I mean,
Apparently
yeah.
so.
Just I'm doing like the thing I said, David, where I'm going around the neighborhood, but nothing truly important.
well, I mean, you want to give
I
me
said,
a
I'm just
perception?
getting ready for the party.
Getting ready for
Okay.
the party. You want to give me a perception, Joe?
Yeah, I will. So,
William?
Yeah.
so
Say neighborhoods, by the way. You just mean like around the entire city.
around like I was right to because this is the thing. I have a bunch of days, so I start now like closest to where we think he lives, and I'll start going out.
You're looking for the Lord Mechanical with this?
It's not kind of that I'm kind of also trying to map out the
He's
town
looking for crime.
Yeah, I'm essentially looking for to see if he would solve like lesser crimes. And right at during the day, I'm basically just scouting out the locations to go to during the night. But if I can see any clue of him being there, because like this is the thing, he uses very distant equipment.
I
So
should
if I
ask
see
then,
something weird,
to help you out here, Joe, is this just purely scouting, or are you like going around asking people?
purely scouting.
Okay. Yeah, it's just scouting for now then.
Mm, Unfortunately, Kingston does not do the social work unless it's to scare the shit out of people.
How about you, Orc Rat? Anything we're doing?
I try to think of it and
Crafting.
not much, so he's probably also just walking around, but less like a. God, I'm at a blank. A Kingston in the sense that Scott is just walking because he has nothing to do, he doesn't know what to do, so he's just going on a walk.
You're just enjoying the sights.
It's the thing of like, I don't know what to do. If something happens, happens. If not, he just keeps walking.
Well, I don't think Grac can do anything right now.
Go to
No,
the
Craft.
police
because
precinct
anything
that
that he
arrested
could-
you.
What?
I was just starting up the first steps to a bad idea, that's all.
Oh, well, there's already a bad idea that Grac's gonna do. It's for later, though.
What a surprise.
Start crafting some explosives. I hope the cops don't see you.
Said later.
Grac's doing a bad idea. Who'd have thunk it? Mind is
Idea. Alright, Ingram. You're outside there building one ear plug in, the other ear gravitating towards the other.
Yeah, pretty much. Is there a doorbell, or do I have to knock? Is it like a knocker?
Yeah, you can find a doorbell.
Then I guess he'd put a doorbell on and then hold the other ear plug up in the case that someone starts fucking screaming.
I'm just thinking you hit the doorbell and you just hear like a fucking guitar riff plays out. You're like,
You hit the doorbell, his entire album starts playing and doesn't stop until it reaches the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
His entire discography.
No wonder he needs to yell.
He's like, does it end? No.
It ends when my albums end. How many do we have? Like 20?
It makes sense why he would need to yell then.
Unpopular.
He's also a gnome, right? So he's also probably old as fuck.
I was waiting for fucking the door to open and I'm like, nobody's there. Yeah, you look down and there's this little man with like big like brown or like a brownish orange like hair pompadour thing, like afro, I guess, whatever you want to call it. He's got this big cap on.
3 different types of hairstyles.
It's I mean, you've seen the picture. What the fuck you want to call that?
What's the picture?
This. He's got big poofy hair on with a big old cap, platform shoes. He's got sunglasses on.
I see.
I guess you just call it a fro.
Bro. There's no
You
Africa
can't
in
really
this
speak.
world.
Yamaha.
I like that the
That's
guy
true.
on top has an afro all over his fucking head.
He's a werewolf.
All over his head.
An afro all over his head.
He's a werewolf.
Oh, that back there.
Yeah.
That back there. Glad you've confirmed it's a that.
That's like the when I drew that, I'm thinking of he's like what's that hairstyle? He's like the guy from Lupin the Third, that friendly guy. Steven, you know who I'm talking about, right? You watched Lupin the Third.
I think so. I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm also an idiot, so.
Yeah, he's the guy with the gun here in this image.
Jurgen?
Yeah, Jurgen.
Oh, dude.
Von Strangle. Oh, my
A
bad.
beard. A beard. He has a
Yeah,
beard.
He has a beard. He's got that curly. Well, yeah, the guy in the gnome back there. He's got that's more accurate, to be fair, Karen. But I was thinking like his look is that like beard that connects up to his hair thing, where it's like indistinguishable.
I guess he's not.
Oh.
Very, but
No, yours is more accurate for the guy in the back.
it's Ray Dorset.
I don't remember no of them's names. Alright, so there's this little guy, and he's just, so he's just kind of, standing there for a second. He's like, Doc?
That I am.
He's like, cool. So what do you want to do?
I don't know. You seem to keep saying you're sick, but it doesn't look entirely like you are. What are your symptoms?
No, I'm sick.
Okay.
I'm also down with the sickness.
What are your symptoms?
I'm down with the sickness.
Like, I cannot sing, and if I try and play the guitar, my fingers start to bleed.
Oh.
This man might be cursed.
Have you built up the necessary sort of Oh, what's the word?
Calluses?
Calluses, yeah. Have you lost the calluses? Like, can I look at your fingers? Are you experienced with well, yeah, you're fucking experienced with playing a guitar.
Are
But
you experienced of playing and it just zooms out from where you're standing and you see his backyard and it's just a giant pool in the shape of his face?
that's basically the thing that I'd ask him to, like, hold out his hands and be like, yeah, no, you do have calluses. It's weird that you'd bleed.
You do have calluses. Man, you're shaking his hand. It's just like, you have, like, the hands of a toddler. What are these?
You
So
can't sing. What do you mean by you can't sing? What happens when you try to?
Alright, so I guess come inside because I don't think you know who I am. And
I know that you're
when
a
he
singer.
walks, by the way, it is the weirdest, like, walk cycle, I guess we'll call it. Because it's like when he moves, it looks like his feet are ahead of his body and he's dragging his whole body with him. It's almost like he's sliding. And I guess
It's
as
a
he
I'm not a
notices
fan
your
of this.
loathing walk cycle.
and I guess as he notices that you're rollerblading, he'll be like, "That's tight. That's cool."
Yep,
That's cool, baby.
pretty good.
So yeah, he'll put on like a record or something, and like his big like white fucking lounge. Like when I say white, I mean like it's like tiled white. Everything's like very clean looking. So he's got this like you fall down the steps to these chairs because there's the living room and there are 2 sets of stairs that go down like 3 inches into this little divot of this giant like half circle couch thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like his floor plan for his living room looks like this with stairs here and here, seating here like that.
Yeah, it's slightly lowered.
Yeah, he's got some fancy Hollywood bullshit.
Sure.
So, yeah, you do a Tony Hawk grind jump to get down to the lower floor, sit down, he puts on some records, and you just hear, like, you know, for the most part, it's funk music. You know, hear, like...
I'm sorry, I just really love the image of Dr. G's like, I don't know if you're cool, and when there's the ramp, Karen just pulls out the fucking skates and on the rails, like, care, forget.
That's so much
He was
different
pretty.
than
He
what
was
I was
cool
thinking.
all along.
Because I really was just thinking, like, he's just skating behind Dr. G. He's like, I'm gonna go put on a record. You take a seat. And then Kieran's like, alright. And so Ingram just slides over, jumps up, and you just hear a and like a freeze frame, like 300-point score on him. He resumes normal after that.
What the fuck?
It's like, that was fucking sick.
And you can hear a couple of voices simultaneously, Kieran, to really help annoy you in trying to determine things. Because it sounds like there's like 3 people singing. It's like, we're gonna rock your body, gonna move on to the avenue. You know, come on now, know that you got it, all tonight. It's like 3 people, 3 voices at once. And you're just
Can
like,
the backup
cool.
singers also not sing at the same time?
He's just like...
his first question is, can the backup singers also not sing?
Nah, Ben and Mixit are kind of staying away in case I'm contagious. You're cool, though. You're a doctor. You're, like, immune to that shit.
Sure. I mean, I'm not gonna sing anyway, so it's fine.
Anyways, like, you can hear that I'm singing, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, check this out. And just don't... Oh, hold on. You don't got no tape recorder, do you? Because, like, this is, like, patient confidentiality, right?
I mean, I do have a tape recorder, but it's not operating.
I mean,
Could've
you
just
can
said,
tell that
"No,
he's
there's
squinting
not one
through his
on."
sunglasses. His completely
He'll
black
pull
shades,
it out. It's not rolling.
His completely black shades that people cannot see through. You can tell he's
Yeah, so-
squinting.
Feel the squint.
Yeah, sorry, it
feel
was
it.
for a murder investigation. He'll kind of just, like, throw it in a backpack.
Just like, yeah, alright. So this don't leave this room. Alright, so you heard that?
okay.
I'm gonna play from the top. So we like, you know, you heard the beat.
And he just
give it a
plays
second.
an instrumental.
He goes, "We're gonna rock your body!" And then as he says that, blood comes out of his mouth as it's like a pool like dribbles down his chin.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is actually serious.
I
And
think
then he
you might be
stops-
right. He may be cursed.
And then to defy all fucking odds, he keeps singing, "Gonna rock the avenue."
I mean, Ingram's not gonna stop him. He knows.
Yeah,
he's
you're not gonna stop him. So by the time he's done singing the entire fucking song, there's this. He's a little pool of blood. He's like on the floor, and he like starts getting up. He's just like, "Ugh, yeah, it's not good, is it?"
Did he like release enough blood that he should be like fucking faint or anything? Like,
Holy
I mean,
crap!
he
are
should be
you saying
lightheaded.
I don't.
He
think
should be lightheaded,
I don't.
like he is right now.
are you
I don't
okay?
think he fountained just a liter of blood.
Well, I was trying to determine if it was magical, like if he was just shitting blood out all over the goddamn place, like far too much than what should be normal for him. It's like, oh yeah, this is clearly something fucking weirdly magical.
No, I mean he probably.
But no, if he's actively like suffering side effects from blood loss, then it's like, okay, well, it's happening
Yeah,
to
no, like
you.
he's lightheaded and he's just fucking defiant enough to have sung the entire fucking song despite what it does.
Sure, I guess then he'd like, since
I like to
this
think
is
that
now
in the middle of the song you just put in the other earplug and you just watch him do this to himself.
I would be watching him, I guess, closely, trying to see if there's like the big symptom is
Ingram
he's
is just
fucking...
like, wait. I need to get the full picture of this. Here's your guitar.
Well, no, he's watching him, trying to see if there's other, I guess, symptoms going on. Like, clearly the most flashy and obvious one is he's puking up blood, but if he's singing an entire song, there has to be some sort of, like, build up to him immediately shooting out blood or something that Ingram is trying to fucking witness, I guess. See what the hell is happening to cause this, or if it's just like
with both
weird
earplugs
shit.
in as you're watching in fascination of this man kill himself. It just starts off with like you see the gnome singing, coughing up blood in his hand, and then at one point he's got his hands on his knees, coughing down blood as he like an ounce of blood comes out and it's like staining the floor, and then by the end of the song he's like holding his stomach in pain as he's still like moving his mouth a bit, and you just see him going ah. You just hear a very loud Ingram going, "You done?"
I guess it's a bit late to ask, but this isn't any sort of thing that I've seen in my medical career. Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't think most anyone has seen fucking whatever this is. I mean, you've seen people cough up blood and everything. Do you want my like a real world like theory I'll throw out right now to justify things?
Sure.
Something could have happened to his brain.
His brain. How would something happening to his brain cause him to spit up blood from anywhere but his brain?
It
If
The
would,
he's
usual
eating
problem
up-
with blood in the brain is that it has nowhere to go.
it would have been that if he had taken some sort of concussion, that could explain why his singing is so off, and the blood coughing and everything could be from an aggravation of attempting to sing like correctly. If it's wrong, if he just kept trying to do it for so long, you can harm your own
guess.
throat to do that.
Yeah, but it happened
that doesn't-
This is a
immediately.
red herring. This
Yeah,
is a
that-
red herring.
That also
I
doesn't
think David's
explain.
throwing us a fish.
I guess the first thing
That
then
also doesn't
like,
explain why his fingers would bleed.
exactly. I guess the first thing is like Ingram would check his fucking like vocal cords, look into his mouth, like, is there something going on? Did you swallow razor blades, you fuck? No.
I mean, his throat is. If you're checking his
Swallow
throat and
razor blades,
everything,
fuck.
he does have a really fucking fucked up throat. But that could have just been from the fact of he just did that to himself now.
Do these injuries remain for long? Like, is your throat worse now because you just sung, or was it already as bad as what it looks like now?
Is it worse now because you sung? He's just like, what about me?
Okay, well,
I mean, if it's one of those natural causes, having him trying to sing something softer might show us. but I don't think he can right now sing anything. So
I mean, it's also like funk music. Like he's not like sure it can be loud.
Yeah, he's not
and
going
stuff, but-
crazy.
Yeah, like it's a really kind of dulcety kind of singing. Like you're not really harming your throat normally singing that
Yeah.
stuff.
The worst is like there's specific refrains where he might go specifically hard, and it would
Yeah,
make
like when
sense.
he
Like,
goes
yeah,
yow. Like you heard him
Exactly.
scream yow in the phone.
he can scream just fine. He just can't do it when he's singing,
So
which
there's
is
something
weird because
going
it's
on.
specific. I guess
Hmm.
I would ask
Here,
when your
hold this
fingers
technology.
bleed when you do when you use the guitar, is it as soon as you pick it up or something, or is it only when you attempt to play a tune?
Like I guess it's like when you kind of strum a bit and it like cuts your fingers on the chord.
Can I? This may sound rude, but might I check the guitar to see if it's not actually the guitar? I don't know how to play, so I probably am going to cut my fingers a bit anyway, but I'd imagine.
Sure. Let me you come check out the booth. And he takes you to like another part of his mansion. You go down like a fucking hall that's just full of all these funny giant CD-ROMs that are, and yeah, like Ingram
It's
knows
like
what a
those
CD-ROM is.
Ingram's just like, those wouldn't play.
Yeah. You have a bunch of fucking useless records. You know that?
Do you know that those don't work if they're not like the specific material?
So he takes you to a room inside of the mansion itself at the end of this like hall of golden records, and there's this padding along the walls that it's softer. It's like it's very different material from the rest of the place.
Yeah.
There's a giant mechanical contraption on one side of the room. A door, like there's a glass window directly in front of it. There's like a chair in front of the contraption. A little bench behind that too for people to be in the room. Well, you know what I'm describing, right?
Yeah, it's like the board that people sit at to fuck
Yeah,
around with the.
It's a sound studio. Then on the other side, there's this fairly large room. It looks like you could fit an orchestra inside of it. And similarly, there's like 5 drum sets, like 20 guitars, like lined up in a nice uniform way. Different kinds of guitars too, mind you. One of them is like this funny V shape. And there is like one fucking Yamaha keyboard.
Alright. I guess I would ask, is it every one of those guitars that fucks up your fingers?
It's like, yeah, and there's no way that they're like trapped. That's what you're checking. Someone already checked for that.
Sure. Have you tried fucking around on the keyboard or the drums?
Nah, I can't play the keyboard like Ban.
I know you can't play it like that, but I need to see if anything musical just fucks yourself up.
Right, yeah, you're not a fan. Ban's the drummer. I'm saying I'm like really shitty at it.
Okay, but it can't, like,
He's like,
the
he's like,
keyboard
nigga,
can't be that hard to
hit the
operate,
keys,
right?
hit the keys.
Hit the keys, hit the keys. He's like, alright, I'll go hit the keys then. Alright. But like, when we're done, I was gonna ask if you just wanted to like check it yourself for a second. Like, I really need a drink. So he goes over to the keyboards. He goes like, and his nail flies off. He goes, "Ah, fuck, that hurt."
He's like, oh, okay.
I guess
this
as
is
I'm
definitely
watching his
magical.
hand, I'm watching his hands because his hands are like the things that are fucking going wrong. Is there any like preamble to it, or does it just like fucking shoot off?
I mean, he was hitting the keys like an idiot. To be fair, still,
Sure, but
a
hitting
fingernail
the keys
should-
like an idiot doesn't
fingernail
fucking.
fly off.
a fingernail should not fly off. No.
I
But
guess.
what I was basically describing was him playing chopsticks, and then at a certain
Yeah.
point, it fucking broke.
I guess
Bro.
then Ingram would fucking walk over and do the same, like hit the same keys in the same order, and it's just like, well, my fingernail didn't fly off, so
Just
this is
like the idea
clearly
of,
a
like,
you problem.
yeah, but you can't perform like
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
perform chopsticks to that level of skill.
I guess it's the case that he would like spend a minute fucking mixing a or no, he already has it mixed. He just give him like a cure light wounds extra and was like, this should help with all the issues.
I hate the idea. Like, so you hand him the cure light wounds extract. You just almost in your head you can hear the and as he's drinking, he just goes, "Yow! I'm good, baby. Hey, just give me a couple dozen of these, and I'll be playing in a week."
Yeah, no, probably not.
He goes, "What are you talking about? What the hell is in this? This is good stuff."
Yeah, I know. I understand, but you can't just. I can't give you an infinite supply of these every time you fucking go insane on the. Yeah, pretty much.
Problem.
There's an issue if you drink too much of these in a day. Also, I can't supply that, or not drink. There's an issue if you take too many of these in a day, and I can't supply that many. Also, your problems are still there. Your fucking fingernail flew off after pressing a few keys on the keyboard. I don't even want to know what'll happen if you hit the drums a few times. There is something clearly wrong with you, and it's not normal.
He's looking at his dry fingernail stump of the finger, and he's just like, I mean, it'll grow back, right?
Coughing noise.
I don't know. Did it take it completely off?
Yeah, like a fucking JoJo villain snapped a fingernail off.
Maybe not. I'm not too sure. This is some weird shit. I would even go so far as to say it may yet be magical. Have you run into anyone magical? Actually, let's see. What the fuck do I have?
Magical?
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out if I have anything that's weak enough that whatever shit that's happening to him will make it go on the fritz.
What level is the tape recorder?
So, yeah, G's gonna go, I mean, have I encountered anyone magical? Maybe. Like, the world's full of them.
Have you pissed them off? Have you pissed any... Okay, when did this start?
A couple of months ago.
Did you meet anyone interesting at that time, or anyone that you pissed off, or just seemed to be weird in general?
Babe, I meet someone interesting every day. Like, right now it's you. Tomorrow, who knows?
I don't know if I'm that interesting, so... If I'm the low benchmark that you're considering interesting, then you've met fucking perhaps anyone.
You are the first doctor to give me whatever the hell was in this milkshake.
Oh, yeah,
He's like,
you're
makes super interesting, man.
That's because he's the first doctor to have class level.
Do not sell yourself short.
It is the case that I think whatever is going on with you cannot be natural, or perhaps even mechanical, because whatever that is, and he'll like point to the fucking like discarded fingernail, doesn't happen naturally to anyone.
Alright, but like, I'm not stupid. I know about like magical science theory or whatever. Like, you know, a fireball can't harm a battleship because the battleship's like harder than the magic or something. Like this here is a keyboard.
Harm the battleship if the person that throws the fireball is strong enough.
All right, but like look at all this stuff here. Like all these instruments are like.
Well, those are rather simplistic, aren't they?
I mean, except for the drums.
I'm trying to figure out if
electricity.
You could bring me.
I'm not gonna bring you. I guess it would be the case like.
Arms.
Well, yeah, I don't want to fucking...
We'll strangle Dr. G's curse out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll strangle him and then either he blows up or I blow up.
I might have to ask you... Okay, I understand you're leery about the tape recorder, but the tape recorder is really easy to fuck up because it's not that complex. So I'm wondering if I can just put it on top of something and then have you fucking sing into it and see if it goes on the fritz whenever you start bleeding.
Look, I assure you, I'm gonna pay you for helping me out. You don't gotta be going to, like, TMZ about this shit, man.
I
He's
don't
like,
know anything about the music, so I'll just
I don't know what TMZ is.
I'll just erase whatever's on the audio recorder. It's the
My man's
only
like,
thing
I
I
don't even
have
know what
on me
that
that
is.
fucking. Or wait, no. Does the pocket watch have a? Let's see. Oh god, 1 second, I'm control.
Pocket watch is tier 1.
So yeah, I guess instead he'd fucking ask him to hold the pocket watch. This instead is also mechanical. If you sing, it might fuck up. I don't know. Either way, even after you sing, I've got another one of those I can hit you with, so it doesn't hurt so bad.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he's fine with holding a pocket watch, and you'll see him get it.
I would ask him to hold it up, like, next to his fucking throat.
Okay.
Just to put it in as close proximity to whatever the fuck is happening to him.
You see him go from, like, gonna take you down! So he's back to coughing up blood, the pocket watch is fine, and he's back from speaking like, yeah, that's it, yeah.
It might be that it's only localized within you, so I won't fuck anything up.
Need you to swallow this pocket watch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fucking determine then if anything's wrong with him then. I guess I'll hit him with the fucking... This one's a cure moderate wounds. So I'll hit him with a cure moderate wounds extra, and he's like, there, that should fix anything.
Is this another thing he drinks, or is this something you throw on him?
I mean, I guess it would be something that he drinks more than anything else. Like, it would probably be in a syringe, but it's just like, you can drink that if you want. It still takes effect.
It's like when I went to the hibachi grill, and they're like, you want sake? And I'm like, I guess I shouldn't turn it down. And he just takes this, like, squeeze bottle, like fucking Harold the Fish on SpongeBob drinking the mayonnaise. They just aimed it at my fucking mouth and fired it.
It's probably the case that Ingram would just take off, like, the back of the plunger of the syringe and is like, you can drink that if you want. I don't really want to try and poke things into you. I don't know if you're going to, like, explode if I do that.
Oh, he drinks your syringe. He's just like, that is good stuff. Goes down smooth. I mean, taste could be better, but, is this the kind of medicine you can take with alcohol, or no?
Should be.
Yes.
Cool. Man, you want a drink? And he starts leaving the room you're in.
Hey, get back here. Get back here.
I mean, I guess I'll follow him, but it's like, I don't drink much. I would recommend, rather than looking for doctors, I can't think of any way really to fix whatever the hell is going wrong with you. So I'm assuming that whatever the hell it is has to be something magic, but it's also something that's not fucking with outside technology. It might just be because it's an internal reaction. I don't know much about magic.
He's like making himself a fucking cocktail. I'll just do another perform check to like fucking boggle your mind the way this gnome is like throwing shakers around and throwing crap in.
He's not even watching that because he's
you're
just
not even
talking to him.
Yeah, you can hear him like throwing stuff. No, I like the idea that you see him like pulling out stuff for the drink, and you like pull up your notepad so you're not looking, and this is when he starts doing all the
he's
crazy
probably
shit.
Writing like all the symptoms
and
into
then
the journal.
by the time you lower the notepad, he's like drinking a 3-color martini, and he's just going, man, that's a shame, man, because like I was kind of hoping by the way you were selling yourself, and like when you got me that liquid juice that made me feel better, I was hoping you were the one, but you were just saying that you can't solve it. Like,
I mean, I might be able to solve it when I've got better shit, but right now the things I know don't really.
Maybe that's all you had to say. What stuff you need?
Oh shit! Sugar Daddy G.
I have to look at the investigator spell list because I don't actually know if they get shit like remove disease or curse or anything like that. I don't think they'd get curse.
Do you get detect magic? Then you can at least try and check.
Nope. Oh yeah, investigators do get remove curse and disease. That's just 3rd level stuff. So I wouldn't get that until...
You're too weak to save him, is what you're saying?
Right now. Next level I'll be able to save him.
Really?
Yes.
You can probably still buy
We-
it.
It's on your
No, that's
spell
the
list, so
thing,
you can
we-
still buy
we-
it and use
It's
it.
on my spell list, so I'd be able to like fucking find something. Like I have an idea for what could work with you, but I'd have to like go to Noxum and fucking buy a specific thing and then come back and give it to you.
Or you can just kill the monster and level up.
I mean, yeah, it's also the case like there's two direct ways. I would explain like I need to get clearance to the fucking sort of shit that they'll let me do because despite being a doctor, people are really stringent with the amount of shit I can fuck around with. Or I can just buy a one-time use sort of thing and see if that fixes you.
So, G's kind of thinking here. He's like, so, if you were to buy this, like, how much we talking?
Well, I don't know if I can get potions because potions are magical. I don't know if there's like
No,
a fucking.
Alchemists can make potions, so.
Well, alchemists can. I can't. Alchemists
Uh,
actually get brew potion.
But yeah, but potions made by a tech class are.
Like you say, you can
Oh,
buy a
so I
potion of
could
remove
find-
curse that is not
So
magical.
So yeah, I could find a fucking alchemist that has remove
You won't
curse
find
potion.
one here. I've already fucking checked.
Yeah. So I guess then, what the f- would a potion for that be? Because alchemist.
What potion? Like what spell effect are you looking for?
I'm
It's
gonna
remove
go
curse.
It will be 3rd level.
Okay,
It would be 3rd
Um,
level.
so as you're muttering about stuff, he's just like, curse disease? Yeah, people tried that on me already.
How did they go about doing it? I should ask.
I mean, it's not like you're not the first doctor to say this is a curse or a disease. So yeah, some guy came in and had me drink potions.
Yeah, but that doesn't not have a chance of failure. The sort of thing that we're working with here does mean that it could fucking work, or could fail to work.
So we talking like a bathtub full here? Like Dave and the stuff?
I don't know if a bathtub full would work necessarily. If right now I don't have the clearance, but if I did have the clearance, whatever I'd go out and be able to grab would be better than whatever I could buy.
Like an over-a-counter thing?
Whatever I would make, the version I would make of it would be better than the over the counter. Yes,
Alright.
but
I
at
can't-
present I cannot make it.
I can't promise I'm gonna wait. Like, if someone else comes by and says they can do it, like, I'm gonna give them a shot.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain at that point. I'm just saying this is an option. I can look around and try and like the most I can recommend is like would I know that Coleman's down in Noxum. Are there other like not as shit insane people that I could get to look at him like on a more, I guess, like I can't do fucking surgery on him in person myself because anything, but like I'd
Cut the
want
gnome
someone to
open.
do a more fucking, I guess, minute look to see if there's like something in him that's wrong or if there's just something weird going on. Also, I'm wondering if it's the case that I can just stick him against a big enough like reactor that when he starts singing he can do it just fine.
Yeah, we fucking shoot him with an X-ray beam every time he starts singing until you kill the cancer in him.
Okay, well, not necessarily. I was gonna hold him up against a fucking nuclear reactor with like an absurd amount of, with an absurdly high hearing. He's like, start singing.
Enjoy that radiation. That's what's killing the disease in you.
Let's find Dr. Mechanical and they have Dr. GB inside the suit. I'm sure that's technological enough to stop the curse.
Maybe, or the curse is just strong enough and fucks up the entire suit.
We're just handing out doctorates in this game.
It's Lord Mechanical.
I'm sure there's also a doctor.
Probably not.
I
They're
guess.
handing out lordships now.
Ingram would ask, have you gone to, like... Have all the doctors come here? Have you not gone to a specific, like, hospital?
Yeah, I've gone
Or
to
any-
a place.
Uh-huh. Did they do, like, any checkups or anything? Is it just, like, normal... Like, this is baseline shit so far. Right now, I'm not doing anything that would be, like, invasive or something that would require more machines, because I don't have those on hand.
I mean, one insane guy said he would replace my throat with a device that would let me sing, but that's not what I'm about.
Well, yeah, I don't
He's like, I wouldn't be
think
about that
you
either.
should have to go... Yeah, I don't think you have to go that
Steven.
far, necessarily.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. Shut the fuck up, Joe. Shut the fuck up, Joe. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No one asked. No one asked. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
I'll fucking kill you, Joe. Shut the fuck up.
Hypocrite. Okay, go ahead, dude.
No, I'm
plus
not.
no one. L plus no one asked plus ratio.
I guess Ingram would, like... I can check to see if there's anything, like, wrong in your blood, since you've already expelled, you know, more than a shit ton of it.
Is there something wrong in your blood? Yes, he's a gnome.
Well, yeah, aside from that. Aside from the clear impurities, we can see if there's weird ones aside from that.
May God forgive me for uttering this.
Oh, my chest hurts.
Are you okay, Steven?
No, I'm dying. Y'all making me laugh too hard. Fuck. Y'all can't be saying shit like that. The clear impurities. What impurities? You're a gnome. Oh. Fuck.
So yeah, I guess Ingram would collect some blood, and it's just like, I guess I can try and go to, like, a... Oh, man. I can go to a medical facility and see about learning about anything, but the most I could see is... I'm apparently in a decent position in the military somehow. So I could see if they can... Yeah. His
no, when
his
you're
own
like,
admission
I'm
is like,
apparently-
somehow.
Yeah, he's like making himself another drink very like mildly, and as you turn to like look away, you're like, somehow. That's when he does like a fucking flip with the drink.
And it's just like,
We all know for a
they
fact
fucking
that some sort
apparently
of
need
bard
doctors
cast
or
on him.
something. And it's just like, I don't know if it would be best, but I could get more people to, like... There'd be more, I guess, state-of-the-art shit to look at you. They'd probably have something that can detect if there's actually some sort of magic on, and they'd have more things like what I already gave you, so that even if you did, you know, bleed your heart away, they'd be able to fix you up.
He's kind of
But
looking
that would
at you
really
like
only
you
be
are.
a stopgap.
You are not selling me on this.
I mean, I don't know enough. We're still in the fucking exploratory phase here. A fucking fingernail ripped off your hand after you hit a few keys, which is clearly not normal.
Like, not ideal. I mean, I can see how that happened, though. You got something to make it grow back? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure you closed the wounds, my...
I mean, I gave him the cure moderate after that, so if it didn't do it on its own, then he was just like, apparently not. I might be gone forever.
He needs regenerate.
Yeah. And it's just like, it might be gone until you find someone that can cast, like, a regenerative spell.
It might be gone forever. You're a doctor. You know how this works.
Barring magic, there's probably some sort of technical equivalent, but I definitely do not have the ability to grant it.
Speaking of which, you never really did give him, like, the full time to explain himself about magic, because you kept interrupting him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sorry, I was trying to fucking explain that there were things that I could do, because, yeah, a fucking potion of something is gonna be worse than a person casting it, but, yeah, I guess, I'd let him continue to explain.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, this is where you have to be. He's like,
No.
anyways, continue.
But he doesn't
He's
know
like,
anything about potions, apparently, so...
he would go, continue. And he's like, continue what? Because it's been so long.
The disease and magic talk that you were talking about earlier. Someone else mentioned that you might be under the effects of a curse.
Yeah, they had me, they cast, like, anti-curse or something. I don't know. I'm not sure if they were magic or... Did
they actually detect magic on you?
Hmm.
Hmm. You see, I can't do that, so I can't really confirm or deny. But even if it was magic, for it to cause such a obvious reaction, but then not fuck up a pocket watch, it must be extremely localized, or not magic, and there's just something inherently wrong with your body.
My
Any
hair
weird...
is... I am not bleaching my hair.
Okay.
He's going through
wasn't
some weird
accusing
type
you.
of gnome bleaching.
I guess... Well, we
It's
already
Weird kind
determined
of
that...
gnome bleaching where your fucking throat destroys itself.
That's
Yeah.
it's the weirdest assassination tactic is to make him bleach by stopping him from singing.
You see him in his house, he's still, like, he's mixing drinks and, like, other things. I mean, like, swimming. Like, I don't know, he's got a Hollywood mansion, I guess, but the point is, like, he still has stuff to entertain himself.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, David, but I'm just thinking of all the singers that kind of lost their mojo and what happened to them, and how they killed themselves.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he is a gnome. Like, everybody likes to point out the one gnome that begins to die because he got second place in a beekeeping competition. Like,
I'm sorry for
gnomes are,
laughing, but it's fucked up.
gnomes are fragile.
Gnomes are like fucking whatchamacallit from fucking Ratatouille. Gets criticized once, fucking dies.
Yes! Yeah, that's accurate, Steven. Tell me what to do. I don't know. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
It's like, what? Why didn't you tell me? I know what you know!
Yeah.
The figment's like, hey, yo, don't put this all on me, man.
I guess the important thing for now is that Ingram's gonna, like, you don't mind if I collect a sample of this, as he points to, like, the huge puddle of fucking blood that Dr. G's left behind. I can send this over to Noxum and see if...
blood. I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah.
a huge puddle of blood as anything that should be coughed out of a human, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's like enough to go in like a fucking... I'm trying to think, it's like maybe a tablespoon.
Sure, but that's a lot to just suddenly cough up because you sung a song.
Not suddenly cough up, that's like a 3-minute song.
You said as soon as he started singing, he was coughing up.
Yeah, but no, it's
That
because
is
he
a
kept
sudden
singing.
cough up.
Because he keeps singing, that's why I kept getting bigger.
Yeah, I get that, but it's weird to fucking cough up anything like that.
Yeah, no, as soon as he coughs and you see blood splatter out.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying? Like, he's coughing up a normal amount of blood, it's just that it is sudden,
Yeah.
and he kept doing it for like 3 minutes, so it adds up. He did
Sure.
it twice, actually. You had him sing twice.
Yep.
You have 2 blood spots to pick up from.
Yeah, so I guess I would probably collect 2 of those fucking 2 different samples from both of those, or I guess 1 sample each from those. It's like, I can send this over to Noxum and see if anyone knows anything more. Yeah. For now... So you don't know if you ran into anyone specific.
He's gonna go, like, no offense, but I mean, you're starting to sound like a lot of those other docs that are like, oh, I'll get back to you, man, and they
I mean, I'm gonna be here for at least a week, and I live in fucking Noxum, so I'm basically a day away from you at any point in time. It's just a
Hey.
case of I don't know. Well, yeah, I have a car.
Oh yeah, you do have a car.
He's like, oh yeah.
It's the case that I just.
Is it the same shit by train? It's also just a day.
By train, it can probably be faster depending on how much you pay.
Yeah,
I guess.
but yeah.
It's the case of like.
I'll still have GB confused. You didn't see any cars when he pulled up, you know?
He didn't? I stopped right in front of his house.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He doesn't
You.
have a driveway full of cars.
Oh. Hmm.
It's not the time where you introduced to him vehicles and he stops being a singer to be a driver.
I mean,
Huh.
you didn't see any fucking giant ass tour bus, so hard to say what's going on with that.
Yeah. I guess, where are your bandmates, by the by? Are they in this city as well, or where the hell are they?
Yeah, they're in
You
this
said
city.
you were staying away from each other.
Yeah,
Are
they're
they
staying
also
away
in
from
this
me in case
community?
Yeah, they're within this community. They're staying away in case it's contagious. And then, as you say that, you see like one of them like heading down the stairs a bit, and they start walking up backwards.
I guess I would start, like, walking over to him, like, could I ask you a few questions about... And he's just gonna, like, point a thumb back at Dr. G.
Dr. G's like, he's probably coming down like for some food or something. Like I've been staying way too long outside of my room. You know, I should make sure that I don't, you know.
I don't think
In
what
case
you
it's
have is contagious, or else they'd already have it. You're in the same house.
He's like, I don't know, man. Like you're not a gnome. Maybe it's only contagious within gnomes. Like we don't need to you know, make sure that I don't need to touch them in case they get sick. And he takes another drink out of the martini
You don't need to
glass.
only touch someone to get them sick.
He's just like,
You're
yeah,
still...
yeah, you do. It's just a fucking flashback to him eating cereal out of a bowl, and then, you know, him going, I'm hungry. He's just like, yeah, cool, I'll get out of your way. And then he moves to another room, and then Mix-It comes down, and then starts eating cereal out of the exact same bowl.
You kept eating the same cereal because he didn't finish.
The same spoon, yeah. He's just
I
thinking, he's just
assure
like,
you...
yeah. I assure you.
Assuming there are any fucking communal spots, like doors you all go through, they already would have gotten sick if it was contagious. There are places that you have to walk that always are the same, yeah? There's not
What if
multiple places
it's
anywhere.
only from blood?
I mean, if it was... I guess it depends on if it's airborne or not. If it's not airborne and they haven't been, like, fucking around with his blood, then yeah. Then
She
they'd be
goes,
safe, but...
If it was airborne, wouldn't, like, everybody have it?
Well, unless it's something that's only affecting you, or it's not contagious, or it's something magical.
Like, if it was
Which
airborne,
is why I want...
like, everybody breathes air.
Sure.
So if
But if it
anything's
was air...
airborne, wouldn't everybody have it?
Not necessarily. Because if it's something that you had first, you'd have to, like, cough onto someone because things only live for so long in the air.
Oh, shit, I've been doing a lot of coughing.
Well, yes. We have to, I guess, our greatest hope is that it wasn't on top of someone.
Now, when you say things only live so long in the air, like, what's that about?
I mean, it's the same thing as anyone with, like, a lifespan, except because they're small, it's... Their lifespans are, like, very much so smaller.
Babe, I'm gonna stop you there. You're saying because it's smaller, it lives less long?
No, I'm saying because it's microscopic and doesn't have a host, it has nothing to feed off of. It's basically starving.
Alright,
calling
that's
me short?
interesting. That's interesting. And then he's like scrambling around for like a notepad. He's like, what else about these macroscopic babies?
Oh god.
Well, I guess I'd start
Yeah.
like explaining fucking normal shit. Like, there are many ways to get a disease.
Yeah.
Sometimes it needs to be transmitted through open wounds. Sometimes you can just fucking cough on someone and then someone can like put it somewhere that gets it
Just
into
like
their
we get Morgan
bloodstream.
Freeman as you're just like trailing off. It's just like, this would later become the foundation for airborne funk.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I guess the
It
most
actually
he
sounds
can
like a
do-
pretty good song title, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You know,
What
we're
it is
transmitting
that,
this disease on the radio waves. That's a completely different beat, sorry. But you get what I mean? It's an infectious disease on the radio waves. There we go.
Yeah. I guess after explaining fucking basic medicine to Dr. G, while on his way to actual doctorate,
Yeah, Ban's just like, I'm really hungry, please.
you can walk down here as long as he doesn't, like, spit in your eyes.
I don't trust him to not
Are you
do
not
that.
listening to this fucking conversation?
Yeah, you just hear Ban going. You hear the little gnome going, yo, G, you spitting in people's eyes? He's like, nah, this is slander.
I didn't say he was. I'm saying he'd probably get people sick if he did. If it was the case that other people were, well, I don't know, not many people touch instruments on the day-to-day basis.
Alright, I'm coming down, but I'm gonna ask Mixit for some glasses first.
Okay. I
Alright,
need to
well,
be clear, him spitting into your eye is not the only way that you would get sick, but it would be the most easiest and direct.
alright. So he
If
also
you're
comes
worried
down.
about it being contagious, just don't get within 6 feet of him.
Alright, so he comes down wearing, like, fucking square-rimmed sunglasses and a doctor's mask. And he's just like, hey, G, I'm borrowing your mask so I don't breathe in your germs. And G's like,
No,
got it.
God damn it.
No! God damn it!
Ingram, give up. It's not worth it.
What's wrong, Kieran?
It's literally the thing of, like, Aaron's like, that right there is what would get you sick if it were contagious. How long have you been doing that shit specifically?
So he's just breathing in the mask like, what do you mean?
You're using his mask. He's sick. That's one way that you would get sick if it's airborne.
Shit, alright. And you just see him taking off the mask. He's just like,
God damn it.
well, I mean, I only put it on because you said it was airborne.
Mm-hmm. I would recommend getting your own mask if that's the case.
Like flinging. He's got like outreached on his hand. He's like kind of like trying to fling it towards G, so it just a paper mask just wafts in the wind 2 inches. He goes, I mean, we only got the one mask though.
Mm-hmm. Then don't go near Dr. G if you don't want to get sick, if it's even something that you could get sick from. I'm not even convinced that this is contagious.
Not even convinced this is contagious. Dan's like,
because if it
right.
was, you'd already be sick, probably, in most cases.
Dan is just like, why would I be sick? And he takes the fully mixed martini and takes a sip from it. He's like, this is pretty good.
That is why you would be sick. You guys suck at fucking quarantine.
What? Why would I be sick? No, I'm not stupid. I know alcohol kills germs.
Not all germs.
All of this half knowledge.
All this half knowledge? That's fairly accurate, the way to explain them.
Are you still able to play instruments and all that?
Dan's like, yeah.
How long has it been since last you played?
Yesterday.
Okay.
They have max ranks in knowledge something.
Just something.
I guess then Ingram's just like, well, it's getting late. I've been fucking explaining basic medical shit to you. I can be back tomorrow. He's gonna like hold up the vials of blood. I'm gonna send these to Noxum and see if people can look at them to see if there's anything actually like contagious or any sort of thing in them.
Ban looks at the two vials of blood and he goes, "Ah, shit, is that Guys and Mix-Its? Do you need mine?"
You saw me grab it from yours. You spit this up. You were there.
I said ban.
What?
One of the other guys.
Yeah, the guy that came downstairs, the other gnome, saying he sees 2 vials. He sees 2 vials. He's assuming it's from his 2 bandmates. He's asking, "Do you need mine?" If you want to, still go. If you still want to go, you saw me spit it up. He's like, "No, I didn't," until he realizes that all gnomes look alike to you.
Okay, well, you're fucking speaking the same way as both of them, so I don't know which one's talking. I'm not there.
I'm sorry. I did say ban. They should have different personalities. Okay. It's just they do have different personalities. It's just been 6 weeks since this was supposed to be done. They've all amalgamated in my head.
It's the case then that he's just like, no, they're both his blood. I'm grabbing multiple because I'm going to be sending them into 2 different places. One's a bit more insane and I don't expect a real answer, and then the other one's probably going to give me something more reasonable, and then I'll have to average them both out to reach a real fucking answer. One of these stupid fucking blood vials is going to Coleman. And I'll lie and say that there's a bioweapon in it.
I mean, no, just a curse to experiment on us being able to just break curses is fairly useful for the military.
I mean, yeah, it's the case that I'm gonna send it to Coleman and I'm gonna ask for any fucking information on it, and then I'm gonna send one to a normal fucking hospital so they can do normal hospital tests because I don't have any of the machines that they'd have. Because all I can do is look at him and see if something's wrong, and clearly something's wrong, but I'm not well-versed enough in magic, and I don't have all of the fucking mechanical shit on me.
Yeah, all the doodads.
So yeah, I guess it's going to be the case that as it's getting late and I have to take my fucking stakeout post, I'll be like, I'm going to send these along. I'm going to try and find, like, a mailbox, or I guess he'd first, I guess, have to go to, like, a post office to try and, like, write up first the note to Coleman, like, this may be blood that's contaminated with some sort of curse or disease, or there may just be a sickness in it. I would like you to try and figure it out, both for potential uses for the state and also because it's really not something that I can do without machines. And then he'd write another more normal note, like, ordering some lab tests for this blood, this patient's blood, for the actual hospital, and he'd send those off to fucking the fucking basement floor in Noxum that Coleman's operating on, and then the actual hospital in Noxum, and then he'd go back.
You're not a Nazi. Send this to the Cole man.
Yeah. Send this to that insane fucking doctor that lives 6 feet under the house.
I'm just imagining you just writing down your journal, like someone in the hospital after like seeing what the blood has, just writing to you. We found every drug imaginable in there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's expected. The drugs aren't too
weird ones.
It's fine. Basically just telling the people at the hospital to run the gamut on the tests and telling Coleman to go for fucking broke, trying to figure out what's insane with this blood. And then I guess he'd try and go back into the gated community. He wouldn't go back to Brock Sampson. He'd go back to the other guy that we actually know, so we can
It'll
go
be
in
like
there.
you're already inside the gated community.
The post office is in the gated community?
Oh, you went to the post office. My bad. Sorry.
Well, I'd had to send it, so I'd imagine I couldn't just like go to a fucking.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking like you would have done this later, like you post with the stuff on hand.
Yeah, no, I'm a diligent doctor. I'll do that immediately, and then I'll do my stakeout job.
Okay. Well then, yeah, you go to the you go to N-word at his position.
It's like, would you mind letting me on in? I'm gonna keep a lookout for the Lord Mechanical. See if I can get this shit going on. Shori
so
shit may die later.
Are you just gonna be holding a lookout while the rest go to a party then?
Yeah, he's gonna try and find some high place to sit up on, and then...
Yeah. Kieran goes, I've had my fun, now it's your turn.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, he'll just find some place to park up, and then fucking take 20s on perception.
Alright. You guys, what are your guys' guys, yeah, that's what's throwing me off the word.
What are you guys'?
Yeah, what are you guys doing on your idea in here to get to the parties?
You?
What?
I think Steven. Because he's supposed to be the man with the plan.
Apparently not.
Steven, are you here? Oh no.
Oh, I was mute as fuck.
When Steven said he was dying of laughter, he meant it.
I was like, stop calling me the man with the plan. I'm quite dumb.
I mean, yeah, so are all of us. Yeah.
I actually enjoyed just watching. I watched you. No, I was enjoying watching you. Fucking just everything about this. It was enjoyable.
Want to hate me a little bit more?
Yeah,
I don't know how you're seeing that. I was listening to it.
Dr. Housemouth.
Seeing it in the theater of the mind.
Yeah.
This is a real zero the case, not horse. Yeah.
But yeah, let's fucking go, and I still want to just go to the parties.
Yeah, I mean, is that the plan? You go on. Describe to me how your characters look like getting ready to infiltrate into high society.
First step, don't take mine, because it will...
who the fuck are you?
It will all go down after that.
I believe it's only Steven that's going, because...
Oh, okay.
Last time
Steven's
I checked...
going to the parties?
Yeah, because the big problem is that no one else fits there.
Well... How so?
I could have sworn the party's idea would be like going into the party with like Krugar is gonna be dressed up as like a fucking foreign oil baron or some shit. Like you guys are just gonna make up shit. You know what I mean?
I can't lie for the life of me. Or
in the library,
Krugar can't lie for his life.
Tire iron. Oil Baron Krugar in the library with the rope.
How did you know?
Yes, sir.
Now, to be fair, even I myself am bad at lying, so things will not go well.
Simple as.
Simple as can be.
Just tell some lies.
Just lie.
Just tell some lies.
If you want to win, just lie.
Alright.
Boom, boom.
Guys, cool with the session being Steven going to the thing then? Because I feel like that's what's going to happen.
I mean, yeah, that was the original plan. It was that Steven was going there. I'm sorry, it's just that was the plan.
Your plan, Steven, was
you
for
don't want
you
to
do all
do
the work.
stuff.
No. I'm saying
you can
their
like
plan.
no, also just because I'm also fine with it.
No, their plan seems to have been you carrying them.
Yep. Why do you think we've been delaying for him all this time?
I mean, yeah, to be fair, we didn't play last week because he was the man with the plan.
Yeah,
This
see,
was quite literally why we didn't play last week.
that's his official
He-
title.
It's just that Steven, beyond like Kieran that had this whole thing, none of us can actually go to a party decently because there's Grac and everyone knows what the fuck would happen.
Yeah, Grac shouldn't be allowed around people.
I would kill someone
Mhm.
before they take my guns away. It's fairly easy to see them.
Alright, fucking...
Alright.
You gotta just... What you looking like, Steven? Do you have a suit that fucking
Perfect.
covers your arms?
Yes.
Or are you coming in like a Hulk Hogan ripped tuxedo shirt so the metal arms are on full display?
Coming in fully
I
jacked.
really want to. I spent over 100 gold on this outfit because I got like a really nice like party outfit.
Nothing says rich
got
like spending
cologne
100
on.
gold on an outfit and then ripping the sleeves off to show off the guns.
Yes, and I also have cologne and shit spritzed on me. You know, I'm all ready.
Yeah, what kind of cologne is it?
I'll do my cookies.
Like that exactly. The
Oh, Domico, yes.
These copious amounts of my cocus.
the entirety of my cocus are like the Emperor my cocus.
My cocus, my cocus.
I'd hate
My
to see a
cocus in this
cologne where it's
glass.
like, we promise you, you'll smell exactly like the great Emperor Mycocus, and it makes you smell like a corpse.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
That tracks.
yeah, I'm ready to mingle.
Alright.
He is single and ready.
Is the
to
rest of the
mingle.
party gonna like stay outside in the van like an emergency surveillance team? Like, what's the plan?
I'm staking out.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
staking out. What
Who
about
wants to
everyone
be on
else?
comms with me?
I'll be on comms with you, why not? How are we on comms?
How?
Let's
Yeah,
talk.
I was like, you are overestimating our tech level.
How much were walkie-talkies?
A lot.
Yeah. We need to
Shit
reposition
ain't
some
cheap.
of those.
Right, never mind. I'm just gonna have to go in.
Gonna have to do this au naturel.
Are you going naked?
First part is how
Yeah.
am I even gonna get into the party?
Through the
Didn't
door?
you get the? Didn't you get an invite?
No.
Did I?
He
No, he
heard
just
about the
literally-
party.
You just heard about it. If I remember.
The big eavesdroppy boy.
It's all about the confidence, Steven.
I mean, that's the
Right,
thing. You can
Steven.
just walk up to the door and be like, "Sup, I'm supposed to be here."
I'm supposed to be here.
Alright, Steven. You go. I guess I should ask, what time are you preparing to go to the party?
I like to be a little fashionably late.
Okay. So then you would be coming up to the party where there's like a lot of you would see like a lot of cars around the entrance to the mansion, like people are driving up to it, where some like poor fucking teenage boy is like taking their keys and driving the car somewhere else. And, you know, people are kind of like waltzing in like arm length with like their partner, you know, walking up and entering essentially. Way where it's like for anyone watching through the windows, it's like a display, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna fake it till I make it that I'm supposed to be there.
Alright. So the first step is, how are you getting there? Just gonna walk up without a car.
The exaggerated swagger.
I'm saying, like, everyone's like pulling up in limos and shit.
No, you know what? If you want to make it look cool,
Wait,
just
wait,
think
wait,
about it, David.
Let me
If
suggest a
they're coming in
terrible
on
idea,
limo.
Steven. Let me suggest a terrible idea, Steven. Next limo
Fly
pulls
in.
up. Next limo that pulls up. Go up through their door that's like facing the opposite of the mansion, and then crawl
Shut
through.
up! I knew you were gonna say that,
I have a second idea.
David. David, I can
Bad one,
also
huh?
do the fly-in.
That's what I was going to suggest. Just
You know,
jump,
like
go to
Iron
a
Man
building
and
and jump
shit.
in front of them.
Yeah, the Iron Man.
Gotcha.
David,
Just
so
do a
literally,
superhero
I
landing.
grapple hook in, and then I come down, hero landing in with my jets, making me not hit the ground super hard.
As soon as you said grapple hook in, I'm imagining you coming in like V. Perform a fucking slam jump to get
He's
over
got-
there.
Come on, the slam.
All right, you're gonna do the like superhero entrance thing.
Yes,
Like you're really drawing attention to yourself when you do this, though.
I know. That's the best
I
way to
know.
make it so no one thinks that you're not supposed to be there, by drawing attention to yourself.
I know.
Not bad.
Don't know about that.
You want to give me like a bluff in general, so that nobody feels the need to even stop you? Like, hold on, were you invited to this? Just be
God, we can hope that I roll good on this.
you are coming in with the exaggerated swagger of a black team. Oh no, Steven's gonna fucking. Is it gonna go bad or good for Steven?
I
Uh-oh.
believe in you,
Oh,
Steve.
I rolled a 6.
yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, so
Don't
you
worry, it'll get
fly
you from
in.
jail.
You fly in, you begin to do the fucking Treasure Island walk, but immediately some like random security guard looking fellow is just like, hold on, I don't see your name on the list, he said, not holding a list.
He also didn't ask his name.
He says, he's like, of course, my name isn't on the list. You don't have permission to look at my name on the list.
Bro,
Ding, 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 ding,
The
ding,
actual
ding, ding.
fuck.
bro, I'm not sure if I should like give you a second chance with that. I feel like that's
Yeah, give me that chance. I deserve it.
Roll to see if he's so confused he just doesn't want to deal with it and lets him.
It's flabbergasted.
I will give Steven another chance with a high DC. Like, I will see if he just rolls really high. Okay.
He rolled higher.
Higher.
He rolled higher, yeah, sure. Eight
Can we
eight don't
get
do it.
much higher?
So
Too
the security guard's gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
gonna have to ask you to get the fuck out of here.
Asking you is not an order, so you're not obligated to fulfill it.
How do I
Obliged.
get out of this? How do I get out of
Obliged.
this?
If Steven
Oh,
starts
I'll
a
shoot
fight
him. No,
with this,
just
if Steven starts a combat encounter, I'm going to cut to Steven on the front of the newspaper with like 5 guards trying to dogpile him. Right, like, we're not running a combat encounter if you do this, Steven. It's just gonna be you made so much of a scene. That's the problem.
yeah,
So-
yeah, I know.
I'm just saying, don't try and fight them.
Or do.
David, like you. Oh, so you heard me when I said I'm gonna shoot him. No, I'm joking. Don't shoot him.
Yeah. That's a different answer.
Let's just see.
Fucking,
I
which
mean-
Iron Man, which Tony Stark did that, or
You're
he
like,
started
it's a
shooting to
joke.
hell.
It's a joke.
No, I'm just saying,
entertainment,
which
man.
have you seen like which Tony Stark started killing all his help? I know one of the Tony Starks did that. Tony's kind of a dick.
One question. Like, what does the thing, the house that he's at, what does it look like? Can you
The
explain the
mansion?
space, man? Yeah, the mansion, what does it look like?
The McMansion.
It's in the front yard of a man. Like, what do you want described here?
It's like, even if it doesn't let him in, like, he has a grappling hook. There's a roof in that bitch.
Yes,
Get
Steven
on.
could try and sneak in if he wants to do that. It's still the kind of thing where it's like people are watching this unfold, so if he does get ushered
But
away,
it's a joke, friend. It's a joke.
well, no, I'm not talking about
Entertainment.
shooting.
Oh,
I'm talking about
no,
I was talking about
That's
if
me
you
talking
get,
to him.
I was talking about Joe saying you could sneak in. I'm like, well, at this point, yeah, Steven could sneak in, but because he's like made himself super known, like it's not good. That it's still a fallback plan, but like people inside will realize that you were out there being away. But yeah, go on with what you're saying, Steve.
Yeah. I'm saying, bro's like, it's a joke. Calm down. I'm actually entertainment.
the guy's still like the guy will look at you, where he's just like,
I don't feel pretty.
yeah, it's like I don't think I heard anything about this.
All right, let's.
Rev up the old line machine.
I had this shit. I'm glad I popped this in advance.
This machine unerringly lies to the security guards.
God, I can only hope that I roll high for this one.
Or you,
Dude, you know the song from
Or you roll perform, you should tell me what you're doing.
singing.
Singing.
And I have my little radio thing behind me playing the chorus music. And you know what song it is?
Okay, what you
Every
got?
day I wake up, and nobody but you.
Jesus.
This is actually not too bad either. What do you mean, Jesus?
Why aren't you
Be quiet
singing
over
a
there.
fucking Dr. G song? Represent for the team, asshole.
I didn't
You're
need
singing
Dr.
A Man
G.
Without Love?
Sing
Yeah.
a Dr. G song. I know. Swoop in now. This is your best chance.
I haven't rolled
This
above
is
Bro,
your
your
best
Here we go
rolls.
chance.
again.
Why are your rolls like this?
I don't know. This happens every time I play Primus.
You should have
And
done a
trade off
Dr.
you
G
kill
song.
it in
You could have
Dreamers,
filled a
though.
niche.
Yeah, you should have brought the funk, Steven. Let me show you what your roll would have looked like.
The
with
guy... Yeah. They don't have
that's
enough
the
funk
one.
in this city because their fucking premier funk
that's-
singer is no longer able to sing.
I can't believe the guard rolled a 1 in his sensibility.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Joe. It's like I could throw that out for you, Joe. He's like, so yeah, I'll throw you the bone because I just rolled that natty, like to be mean to Steven. But yeah, we'll go if that's the sense motive, where he's just like,
Yeah.
personally, I think that's dog shit. But I mean, I ain't falutin' like these guys, so whatever.
I ain't highfalutin.
I mean, a 15 is still an enjoyable performance. What do you mean?
You are in like the Hollywood equivalent, Steven. Like good is bad here.
Yeah, in a prosperous city. What do you mean? It still would do that.
No, like
But I
think
mean,
about.
yeah, I still rolled really bad.
You don't want good, you want obscene.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what I'm talking
shut
about.
up.
It's like there's a difference between like I'm trying to think of a good example before I just say something that you're gonna be like, no.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
No, I know. I'm fucking.
I was gonna say it's
Roll
like the
shit.
difference between like a hometown band where like that guy's really popular versus all the country singers that are like my truck.
Yeah.
Jizz in your overalls.
Ew. What the fuck? Hello?
It's a reference to something stupid.
That's Kieran's favorite song.
Yeah, okay.
I thought the lyrics
You
were
were breathe
Jesus, my
first, so
Alright.
I love the then
It's a
realizes
fucking
what the fuck
ridiculous fucking thing.
Steven, here, I think this is a good way to describe it.
God damn
You
it.
probably sing better than the security guard, but he's still going to call it dog shit because that's the kind of person he is in this place.
He's an
Okay,
asshole.
that's fair. Maybe next time I won't roll below a 10.
Yeah.
Three
I mean,
times in a row.
he's letting
Yeah.
you in. He's just like, I guess you're entertainment. Maybe you're better if your whole crew.
Ooh.
God tell me
Sure as
that
fuck,
you
that
have more
almost
than
went
one
bad.
person, right?
He's like, they're already inside.
Alright.
I'm late, essentially.
Yeah,
I'm late.
I'll go tell them that you're late so that they can dock your pay for that. Alright, see ya.
Wow, what the hell?
Sucker. Alright.
Say that out loud.
Sucker.
No. Shut up.
No, I just love the idea that because your rolls are so bad and I rolled a nat 1, you just go, sucker. He's like, what'd you call me? Like, that's my band
Fucking
name.
moron.
Oh. My band name is haha sucker. He's like, oh, okay, weird name. Fucking moron. What? That's the first song.
No, that was me talking to you. Shut the fuck up.
That's the name of our best album.
Shut
Gone
the fuck
triple.
up!
Alright, time to
Fucking
mingle.
moron!
It's
I'm
gone
single
triple
and ready to
silver.
mingle. So I got my diplomacy for this one.
All right. So you come in with
Alright.
some people would begin like heading towards you, Steven, but they're like, "Oh, that was interesting. What's this all about? You're a singer?" You know, just
Like,
some.
yes, and I love messing with security guards. They always find themselves to be uppity, but it's just easier just to put them down with a little bit of singing and song. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Steven, can you time the fucking snob laugh with me on the count of 3? 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is definitely Ace Ventura at this point because they go, and you're just in their face going, like you're just mocking them in their face without them realizing.
That guy
so-
supposed to do it.
We've definitely hit
All right,
like.
so I got my cologne on, so let me get that +2 to my diplomacy, so I can start
Thank God.
mingling and gathering information. All right, this is my highest roll, but let's watch me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're around like talking to people, like seeing their assholes. A lot of people are just rich nobles. You see one guy, Steven, who has this very steampunk aesthetic, which again is kind of weird in this world because people just don't wear clothes like this. But his fucking like suit is like a tux with a brown vest that has like gears moving along on the one side of it. He's sitting in a wheelchair. But you see him do things where, like, one part of his wheelchair will have, like, a little mechanical arm come out and raise a daiquiri to his mouth. Just going, yes, well, I've been known to have a vermin problem, but I have moved up into a coal industrial fusion that has combined the aesthetics of my gears with the full power of a steam bomb. You're just like, and they're just like, haha, yes, and what does that mean? He's like, power very good. You
It's Goose Brain. There we go, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Dude, should I throw out this diplomacy? But I mean, I know who that guy is. Isn't that the guy that I fucking broke into his house?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fuck with
okay, that's
him.
what I thought.
He's going around being a jackass.
Yeah, no,
Like
I'll
we
leave
said,
him
he's
out
the
of
next
this.
villain.
What I need to look for is a motherfucker that. So the thing is, it could be him if he's doing okay. So I did say it's usually not gonna be him because he's using his leg. He's not using his legs, but it's the fact is that's also the Bruce Wayne fallacy as well. Is that Bruce Wayne is a playboy philanthropist, and no one would think that that's Batman.
Yeah, like,
He's
why would
Batman?
anyone
But I'm
think
like-
that's the... No one would think Lord Mechanical is a cripple because, for one thing, he walks around.
Exactly. But that
Yeah,
could
but
always be
he's
just a
got
lie,
fucking
you know what I
weird
mean?
robot shit. He could walk around for any reason.
But I feel like
No one
you would use
think
the
Lord
robot legs.
Mechanical is a halfling because he's
He's like
Not
7 feet
a mid-
tall.
because he's not a midget.
All right, I'm gonna go gather some info, and I'm gonna find. What I gotta find is somebody who's
He's schmoozing.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do some schmoozing. All right, God, please let me. God of rolls, could you not fuck me, please?
No,
Please,
get
we-
fucked.
David already rolled a 1. I mean, it's not bad if you're plus 13.
Damn, I still fucking not above a 10 though. Damn.
This is why we get the big numbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I need the fucking plus 20 to my perception.
Yeah, so that you can cheat at the game because you roll 17.
That's
Yeah.
why Joe needs that plus 50 on Dreamers.
Yeah, what do you mean I cheat at the game? I'm just doing normal
What do you
skill monkey
mean?
shit.
I don't cheat at the game.
What did I
I'm just
do?
This is
trivializing
normal
all this
skill monkey shit.
horrible.
I'm not
Alright.
gonna feel bad. This is normal.
Alright.
There's nothing weird about
Yeah,
this.
you go around schmoozing, Steven. Mostly people are asking about, like, oh, I heard that you're a singer, and then you go around, like, you know, oh, I was just screwing with that guy, and, like, a good amount of people are like, oh,
Well, else
yes.
I am.
And then some people, when you
I
go,
don't
oh, I was
fucking
just
want to
screwing
help.
with him, they'll be like, but why, though?
I love fucking with the
Why
help.
not?
they they kind of look at you and they're like, "Oh man, is that Sarah? We have so much to talk about." They hang away from you.
Good. All right.
Good.
That means they stop asking.
That means I don't have to talk to them anymore.
Is there
Yes,
anything in particular you wanted to schmooze with them about, Steven, or you're just blending in with this?
My goal is, so David, I'm gonna do a little muttering, like try not to like, but you know how sometimes what I'm trying to do is like if Lord Mechanical even comes to parties like this, you know what I mean?
When you were stuttering like that, Steven, I just thought you were gonna go, I was just talking to them and be like, Lord Mechanical, say what? And
But like make a joke and be like, whenever he's gonna pay me, he's gonna pay me back for that fuel, and then see who the fuck, because there's someone always fucks up and they're like, huh? Was it? Oh wait, and I'm like, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, perception. Be like,
Flying vigilante, say what?
Flying vigilante.
What?
By God.
Kingston, all along.
The wheelchair guy's like, what? And you're like, aha! And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said villain.
I got you.
Shori's just like, no, that's all right, man. It was kind of hard to hear. I said it so fast. Okay. I guess this would. It's like a mix of bluff and sense motive, Steven. So you're trying to like throw in it's a little underhand, like you know what I'm saying, right? Like you're trying to.
Wait, hold on, I got this.
You know what I mean? I would say if your cologne only affects diplomacy, it can affect bluff because.
I got this, dude. So how about this? I'm a perception someone looking at me a little too hard, or trying to actively avoid looking at me.
To be fair, Stephen, there's a lot
because there's a difference between someone who was like chatting with me earlier and someone who's the whole time has been trying to actively not look at me because they're like, if I look at him too long, he might think this is me, blah blah blah.
Okay, we can do perception, but I still want that sense motive then, because of the way you're talking about discerning the differences. Because like even if someone hasn't talked to you, that doesn't mean that like someone else didn't talk about you and they're like got a bad impression of you.
I believe in you, Steven.
Don't worry. You ready for my sense motive, Joe?
Yeah. Sure, it'll be great.
It's gonna be bad.
God damn it.
I have a very bad sense motive.
This will be what you roll high on. Yeah, see? It's our highest roll yet.
It's hard for you to tell, Stephen, because some people did make a scene in such a way that lots of people are looking at you and some people are avoiding you. I do like the idea that while you're just having like this conundrum that you can't solve the problem, the guy in the wheelchair like steams up next to you, like when his wheelchair moves towards you, you can see like puffs of steam coming out of the back of some pipe. Just like, see that you're also a fan of technological superiority when it comes to the old limb department, there, boy.
He's like, damn right, that chair is looking damn good.
Steven just steals his chair.
Look it!
You steal his chair. I broke into your house yesterday. Run away.
So he's just he does this like weird smile nod thing, and then as he licks his lips, he goes, "Do you mind if I?"
And I take it out and I go at the thing and I click it over to him to show him because I opened up the panel for it.
Like, you like, you open up your arm, you mean? Like you actually have it ready?
Yeah.
Nice.
You may.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll spend like a couple of minutes talking to you. He's like, "This is very intricate work. This is I have not seen a transhumanist who has designed so intricate. Is this detachable? This looks like it comes up off and you can replace it with other. Oh my god!
Gotta go.
God.
Do you have other limbs? Like, do you take one off and then you have one that's a sword or something? I like this.
Soon. At the moment, what I am doing is getting my limbs. I still have my human limbs in there right now. They're being kept so I can detach them and put my old limbs back on using these attachments. But I'm still working on that.
That's fascinating. Why would you want to keep your human limbs, though?
Sometimes.
Why would
you
you
want
want
to
to
feel the touch?
human limbs?
He's nodding, going.
I may have upgraded, but I'd say I still have nostalgia
Nodding,
for
going.
the old human limbs.
He goes. So he's nodding when you said, like, sometimes you want to feel the touch. He goes, sometimes I also wish to feel the touch.
Oh. Sympathetic villain?
Sympathetic villain? Why did you cut it off?
For now, it's just sympathetic asshole.
Sympathetic villain say what?
Huh? Shori says, huh? No.
So yeah, as he sits there sad for a minute, he just goes, well, thank you for showing me those limbs. I'm going to go to the open bar, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, you have a good night.
What?
Now I'm like, and now that I broke into his house, met him, we had a chat.
I can break in
Best
again.
friends now.
Best friend. The first step to any part of becoming a best friend is breaking into each other's houses.
I
Speaking
love
of which,
the idea.
Steven,
Doing a little beanie just
I
for
am
fun.
inside your walls.
Wish.
You wish!
I do.
Just doing a bit of a beanie just for fun.
By the way, I just now imagine
Alright.
he invites you to his house. You go to his house. It's like, isn't it great? Yeah, you've changed since I last met you. Like, what?
It's much roomier than the chimney.
What? But Lord Mechanical. Now I'm trying to figure out, David, how can I find Lord Mechanical without fucking? Because I mean I was quite close to him when I was like fucking. I fucking refilled with fuel and shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I should say that, I mean, again, the Lord Mechanical has this, like, voice modulating sound to them. So, like, one of the things I discussed, like, out of character was Vigilantes get lots of bonuses for every, like, thing that is different
To
from
protect
person.
their social identity.
So it's like, you know, even though you're standing next to
Right
the
now,
guy,
you're doing the hardest thing.
yeah, you're trying to find out a Vigilante's identity.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this might have been more doable if we had, like, a whole party of, like, faces, but, like the group said, they're not. So, I mean, what you can do can still succeed. You're just doing something that's really hard, and your rolls are punishing you for trying.
Alright, now make a big ol' scene. Yeah. Make a big ol' scene and start a riot.
Yeah, that's true.
So
you could try
surely he'll jump out.
This is when I contact Grac and be like, all right, Grac, set it off.
I need you to bomb this party.
I put on the fucking Bane mask.
Would be the same thing with me running in the street screaming for Lord Mechanical to save.
No, it isn't.
Fucking
one of those is a legitimate danger.
In fact, you're asking me to do something worse than that.
Yeah, I love when you do
does
things
the
that are
Bogendoff
incriminating.
face.
It's hilarious.
Do it.
I love when you do incriminating things. I find it hilarious.
Do it.
Do more things that incriminate you.
Secret.
Alright, I'm just trying to figure out what I can do now.
Steven, of more of interest, there are 2 gnomes that are like going around like playing some like beats in the corner.
Oh, those whatchamacallit, Dr. D's buddies?
Yeah. They're not drumming and keyboarding, they're just both playing guitars like so. And when I say so, like they're bards, so they're still fucking doing okay. It's like this.
Is that okay?
Are you doing better? I'm pretty sure.
Well, okay, that 1 plus 11 is Band the drummer. He has the guitar and he's drumming. He has a key, like a drumstick, and he's drumming the thing while like holding down the frets. Have you ever seen anyone do that?
No.
David, I'll join them. Huh? Damn, it's 5.
What kind of
I'm
singing
doing better
are you
than
going
you,
with? Because they are pretty much like resulting to funk.
If they're doing funk, you join in with funk.
All right, just making sure, because I could have only imagined. To be fair, Bane kind of sucks at it because he's doing something like experimental because they're just like fucking around. But I do like the idea that they're just like, and then you just come in going, fuck! I was about to do the words to Rap God, and they completely blanked. I completely forgot all of them in that moment. I was like, I've heard this a million times. Yeah, I can repeat this. And then it goes, and I saw a face of Marshall in my like head staring at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, Eminem. I won't. Don't hit me.
I'm a poser.
Alright, so Steven comes in doing his dog shit sing check, because it really is about the same as he did to the guy. So it's okay, but like...
I keep fucking rolling really well every time I do it.
The security guard outside just like hears it faintly and just like, meh. He hears a nat 1 in the background assisting your music. He's just like, yeah, it was shit.
I saw him in here like once and then he left and I didn't see him again. Well.
So you have like a small crowd of people. Some of them are like clapping. They're like, "Oh, that was nice," and some people are clapping while giving you faces like, "Okay, I guess they must be like record holders and they are trying to impress the band in their eye." But yeah, afterwards,
again.
The 2 gnomes are like, "Hey, man, that's what's up, man?" And the one gnome just like, "What's up, man?" And the other guy goes, the guy that was playing good, the one that looks like he's just got like a long black robe on, like square sunglasses and blonde hair, just going, yes, you are a fan, I take it. Okay, my bad. It's just the silence. He's like, okay, my bad.
Wait, what?
So I assume someone went into his room.
Wait, what happened? Oh, Steven.
Yeah, Steven walked away. Okay, I'll wait a second. There's this complete silence when he asked that, and he's just like, alright, I should not have assumed as such.
Shit.
In the distance, we see a taxi driver starting to get closer.
It just runs over half the crowd. Steven gets in. It keeps going through the house.
It's not even a taxi driver. It's just like a taxi, like unmanned.
No, that's the intro. It is a taxi driver, but from that taxi game where you had like 1 minute to take people across the city.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that was a good
game.
I
guess while we're waiting for Steven, say that second RuneScape account I made to help me with getting the Ankh score. It actually got an Aurora die Christmas event, which is fucked up, honestly, because the free-to-play account, the second account I play RuneScape on, is this. Log into it, do things for like 4 minutes, log out. Right? So, in this short amount of playtime, I don't even play it every day. Like, I skip days when I don't feel like it. And the short amount of time that it has gotten, like, gift boxes, has gotten both the Aurora title and the die. Like, my main account, Codex, has gotten, like, 500 times as many boxes. It did not get that stuff. So, I sold the die for, like, 660 million gold. bought a
God
bond
damn it.
on this, bought a bond on the account. So because there's a trade limit on free accounts, so I bought a bond and gave my main account 580 million gold. So it's paid for itself. But first, it's really fucked up that happened, and secondly, I do log into it now during the certain events to try and get an Onyx core on it, and all the items it's getting from the sacks are just the really much nicer items. Like, there really is something that Jagex has done in the give accounts nicer things. Because, like,
I mean,
I do, like, 4 of these, like, a day on Codex for the wild stack, the fairy wild stack or whatever, and the rewards are always like, ooh, a Nabisco cookie, a pair of shoes, and the fucking new account that does 1 a day gets fucking, like, dragon eggs and draconic visages, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting the more expensive items. It's so fucking jank.
I mean, it's the same reason why when you play a gacha game, the first time you enter, you get not only good rolls, as in, or sometimes even allowed to choose a character that start giving you something good. It starts to get lower, and you're like, oh, I want to get the good thing again. I know it's possible. Let me now spend money.
I mean, it's an
Yeah.
incentive.
I love it when they love it when you spend money. That's like their favorite thing.
Yeah.
It just feels super rigged, in my opinion. Plus, I had
What's the
made the
point?
second account. I had made the second account a female character model to test certain things, and my tests are true. People will just walk up to me and be like, "Here's 20 million gold." I'm, oh, thank you. I'm so surprised you gave me this.
They ask anything else just to give you the money and go away.
No, they really do just give me the money and go away, because, like, I'm talking, like, a completely, like, how I always talk in the game. Like, I'm just typing, like, I got, like, because, like, on the free-to-play worlds, no one is buying the Christmas foods. It's garbage items, right? People are only buying them to collect them, like members. So no one's buying it, I'm not selling it. The first day as a member, I go, hey, is anyone buying this food? Someone goes, oh, I'm buying it. And I went, hey, thanks. And they go, by the way, here's a little something extra. And I'm like, semicolon O, and then they give me an extra. Exactly. That's when the personality changes. When they give me money, I'm just like, oh, I've never seen so much money before.
I'm sorry, I can only imagine. I was like, he's a female. Oh god. It's like, what are these people?
I don't even understand why people are like this, because, like, my main account could be a female for, like, 500 in-game gold. Like, it's not a cash item. It's just, you go to a makeover mage, and they can change your gender. You know, it's like, it's not... You have to change your gender for a quest anyways. One of the quests is you have to be a female to pass it. Because one of the people, as you're doing a test to gain knighthood, one of the characters cannot be defeated by a man, haha. So you have to be a character female. So
it's the kind of shit like he wished to not be defeated by any man in the land.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is, like, every person in the game that has ever done this very low level quest
Hello?
has been a female. Hi, Steven.
Hello.
Yeah,
He's
I got
back.
busy also.
You free again?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Alright. Well, I'll stop rambling on what I was getting at, because I was just basically going with, like, everyone's been a female before. I don't know why people female character models, and it's like, oh my god, a real girl gamer. But whatever. So, Steven, after your jam session, where some people are clapping, because, I mean, it was entertaining in some way or another, some people are just kind of grimacing while clapping politely, going, like, these people must own a record label they're playing.
Maybe if I roll higher, I'll actually get a good fucking one.
Yeah, maybe if you rolled higher,
I'm gonna do
your
one more.
results would be better.
I'm doing one more perform tonight. God damn it!
Well, not now.
I know, not right now, but later.
Because afterwards, you know, the one guy with the top hat, it's just like, hey man, thanks for jamming out. And then the other guy is a gnome with, like, a big black robe, blonde glasses, and, like, square specs. And he just goes, ah yes, you must be a fan, no? The one saying that, the black robed one, he's the guy that rolled the 28. Like, he actually played the guitar well.
Yeah, I know about them because of fucking Ingram.
Yeah.
But yeah, your music's fucking good, man. I love it. I do have some recordings of them.
Yeah, you just
You know, I gotta.
said it. You have recordings of them now, Steven?
Oh, of course I would. Because, dude, I bought so much fucking music.
Fair enough.
I carry a fuck ton of music with me all the time.
What's their name? Were they Dr. G and the Magical Mishaps? What were they again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
I
That's what we have
believe
at least
that's
in
what
the
Ingram-
Image.
picture.
Yeah, there they are. Your Yamaha.
I mean, that's. I don't know. That's a fucking pie. That's not an eye and mishaps.
Dr. G and the Magical Mishaps. Bow, 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 bow. Get up off my back.
Magical.
Turned into Rick James there.
That's the song I'm gonna sing next. I'm gonna be like, wait, can y'all actually?
Yeah, no,
I got
you do that.
Like,
The
give 'em the sheet
fucking-
music.
You do that, one of the gnomes is gonna be like, Dr. G, you know that beat you've been looking for? Well, listen to this.
Get up off of that thing. Hey, don't get better. Get up off of that.
You guys might be a bit too young for that, but your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's
So,
continue
so
on.
no, you said that you're like, yeah, I own some of your records. He goes just like, oh, it's so nice to meet a fan here, and he looks around for something, and he just goes, and he just takes out a pen and signs a napkin, and he goes, here you go.
Hell yeah.
I guess
You're
hell yeah,
rich.
You can sell that for a
He's
lot of
like-
gold.
At least they're
Hell
nice.
yeah, dude. I make sure to put it away. Put it in the
Yeah.
pocket. Make sure it's safe.
I actually had conversation prepared for you to be like, why'd you just do that? Because in his mind, he's just like, you were hired to sing here. You want an autograph. Like, you're not a rich, powerful person. Like, you actually care.
Yeah.
I know, just the fact that you accepted it, I'm like, oh, well, I'm ready to say this. But yeah, if that's all you give, you give the thing.
Shori's too nice of a person to do that.
Ban didn't
Shori
sign
can fake
anything
it,
for
but
you.
he's like, he's not.
Ban didn't sign anything
Huh?
for you, just so you know that you only have Mixit's signature, and they're just going to be like, well, you know, so Mixit's like, you know, good luck with the rest of your performances, and he goes off carrying, like, actually, he'll leave the guitar there. That they probably didn't even. That was probably there for actual entertainment they actually hired, and you know, they probably just picked it up. You know how like rich people just have shit laying around.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, he goes to schmooze with the rest of the party, and man goes, yeah, the buffet's that way too. So if you don't mind me, I'm just like start squeezing her.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Gotcha,
the
gotcha.
extent of
That's
how
cool.
that went, I guess.
Very cool.
Fuck, I have to go again. I'll be back.
All right.
So what we
You guys
talk
can, if y'all want, y'all can stop my stuff.
I guess for now. I mean, unless you guys plan on doing something to force the hands of something, I don't think you're going to see anything of interest on this particular watch.
I mean, if it's the thing that we know.
Do the thing that I told you about before I got here. Cause things to happen, and then I'll watch for whoever disappears out of the fucking room, like to do superhero shit.
You talked about that?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I did. Like it was a while back. Like before we did that, I was gonna ask you to do that, but I was like,
It's his plan. He's remembering it.
He's remembering it.
I did remember. I started remembering it because I thought it'd be really funny. Because that's the
He's
stupid thing you do.
starting to
Yeah,
believe.
Well, there
just have him go
there
and fucking do like
is
shit.
there is one place I would like to see disappear.
What?
Is it the shop that
I'll
didn't
be
sell you the
back, but-
thing?
It is the case that
Say what, Pedro?
Is it that shop that didn't sell you that one thing and you got mad about it?
That's not the issue that he didn't sell it to me.
Uh-huh.
The
That's
Okay,
why.
but is that-
issue that he
But is that the place
insulted
you want to
me.
see disappear?
Maybe.
Joe, prepare the guns. I think we need to kill him.
I guess it's the case that we know the Lord Mechanical's probably not going to be doing anything because the beasts are a weekly thing. I guess I'll watch over, like, after a while, my stakeout's just going to be like, I'm going to sit outside of this party like a creeper and watch who enters and leaves.
Yeah, I think we could, like, end the night of your watch. Let me just roll for Steven and see how good he does on this.
It's the case that if...
Yeah, look, see, when I roll, it works
Alright,
out. So, I would say, I just rolled for you, Steven. Where it's like, as his watch is going on, I would say, definitely nothing of interest, and maybe you decide the watch should end when you begin to hear Shori screaming, "Get off of that thing! Down!"
Dun,
If
dun,
it's
dun, dun, dun.
literally the case that he fucking has Grac do an explosion, then fucking someone sitting outside could watch who leaves.
Was this actually the plan, or is this just a fallback you made?
Yeah.
They're only saying it now. No one told Grac.
It was said a bit before, but we cancelled it, I'm pretty sure.
I said if you do that, I'm going like we cannot break the law for shit.
I just said, just make sure you don't destroy something too valuable.
And then I called him a party poop.
Yeah.
And then I threatened his life again.
Now, I guess the question is, will
You
Greg...
always do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
has-
pretty sure that day stops, you're going to do something that warrants it.
It was
It has
and
it has been a couple of weeks between games, so I'm fine with you guys being like uncertain about what happened. Like, I'll let you retroactively decide that's what happened if that's actually what you guys would do. But you know, it did seem like you guys didn't exactly agree on.
Y'all seem to. I seem to do plans with Grac a lot. Like we found the fucking guys like hidden tunnel system,
You know, it's
and now I'm
funny,
just
and
like,
now-
Grac, let's do it again one more time.
That's fair. if
in
that's
the
what you
last-
wanna go.
in the last hour of the last session, I jumped forward and it was like, yeah, and then Grac was like an integral part of me finding things in the sewer.
Yeah.
And then everybody
That's because
arguing,
you were.
"He's just a rat. He's just a rat."
Are just a rat.
If you're a rat with a purpose.
Yes, that
Grac's
purpose is
heart
spite.
shriveled up 3 sizes that day.
That purpose right
Well,
now is spite.
damn.
But yeah, I guess Shori could have done that behind our backs, but me and Kingston just went off on a walk.
All right, man. Grac, are you going to do it then?
Am I going to cause
A scene.
issues? Now, if I cause a scene, how would news of this scene get to the
Very
party?
loud explosions.
I mean, that's what I'll say. If you blow up something and there's a column of fire, I'm sure someone will notice and
Yeah,
point that
so-
out.
Thank God Pat is thinking about this, because if Pat really did just go for blowing up that random potion shop, like, all he did was commit
It wasn't a
destruction.
potion shop. It was a gun shop.
It's fine. If all
That's worse.
If all Pat did was set fire to all the weapons, like, it's like so far away from this party, like, I don't think it's gonna, like, reach them in time. So, yeah, Pat should probably do something that would actually relevant for the surrounding area. You know what you
Just
should
an
do,
RPG
Pat?
to. Sorry.
You know that poor man who's crippled? You should blow up his house.
I was about to think of
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Like, just
do
blow,
that.
just
Blow up
do
the
something to
crippled
that
guy's
guy's
house.
house.
Do it. It'll be sick. It'll fucking
Let's
reform
finish
anyway.
the
It's
villain.
fine.
This
Let's
will
finish
teach
the villain,
Shori.
my
Ingram
snark.
wants me to do it. Ingram wants me to do it.
Blow up
teach
the
Shori.
fucking.
My commanding officer has told me
Am
what
I-
to do.
Am I close to this?
Probably not. You did start close to that place and went away on your walk, so
He did a walk in the morning.
I assumed he was walking the entire day.
No, would you just walking the entire fucking day? I thought you were gonna join them. Yeah, I did.
I also think that I think I would join them, but they're specifically trying to do this when I'm not around. I mean, at least that's what it sounds like. Are you guys being careful so I don't hear about this?
Would you stop us?
Joe,
Are you
answer
known
no
for
to would
stopping
you
us?
stop us? And then as they say, okay, you can be there, you go, I'm stopping you.
I never said I wouldn't stop them.
Fuck, I'm dying.
No, Pat's question, you said, would you guys be trying to do this when I'm not around? Pat asked, would you try and stop us? Which is such a stupid fucking way of being like, oh, I mean, if you're not going to stop us, then sure, we'll allow you, like we're psychic about this. I'm just going to go ahead and say Joe can be here so more players can interact tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to like absolutely not. You're not setting explosives in a public place for this. We have time.
Well, it wouldn't have been a public space.
Or a private property.
Yeah, this man's
See,
already
now you're
insane.
just being mean.
I'm doing him a favor. He's offending the homeowners society by having this house look like this.
And it's like, Grac, it's been a while since you've been me being mean. Do you want me to be mean right now?
Honestly, if Pat did blow up this guy's house...
I don't think it has been a while. You're fairly mean to me, quite
if
often.
If Pat did blow up this guy's house, that would be the reason the man becomes a...
The man, he became a villain. A rat blew up my house. Now all the world will feel my pain.
Or only the best fault.
I'm being told that is like, I guess
Dude, that would work really well for a Dr. Spider thing. He's just like the spider itself, I shall eat all the vermin of the world.
It's like, no, we're not exploding anything. Like, what even is the full point? Like, yes, an explosion happened. A lot of people go check it out. Yes, Lord Mechanics is like, are you like? Do you have visual on the whole? Like, do we have a visual on the whole house to see who's going? And even if the people do come out, if he's really going to put himself in his persona, he might not even like come out to the right place, or he might go to the back of the room and then exit. That's even if he's in here, which is unlikely.
I don't know anymore, man.
If anything, Steven, your going to the party tonight has gotten you connections.
True.
So for being a party pooper, but that's my job.
So Steven,
Grac, blow it up still, do it.
Steven reaches into the walkie-talkie. Grac, big dump beat. And you just hear Kingston talking back into the radio going, we're gonna have a talk about this later. Well, I rolled for your perform earlier, Steven, on 26, so that's if you want to actually keep that, Steven, which I feel like you're not going to say no because it's a fucking 26.
I would love to keep that, please.
Yeah, so sorry for rolling for you. I just didn't think you were going to be coming back for some time. As the night goes by and more like you have a hard time really identifying anything, but you schmooze and you do like one more set to prove. You're like, hold on, I thought you were hired to sing here, some security guard. You're like, I was just reading the room. And you go up on the stage, you do the thing. The fucking two band members join in. Dr. G's hearing. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm stealing that. So yeah, the people are clapping because you actually did a really good song. And the person hosting the party is gonna go up to you after your set or whatever, and they're just like clapping, like a light clap, like a polite, rich person clap, going, I don't even remember hiring you. How much do I owe you?
$1,000,000 gold.
No, David. Do you know what the industry standard would be?
I mean, it depends. Like a fucking
$1,000,000,000
doing this at an inn nets you like 5 golden tips, but you're in a rich person's party, so.
Just say the standard rate. I'm sure he'll know what it is.
You say the standard rate, that's where all the money for your stay in Onyx Vale is going.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I see the standard rate. He says it's been a good party. So
$1 trillion.
Yeah, you're like, just the standard rate. He goes, oh, that's not too bad considering the show you put on. He fucking writes you a little check, rips it off, look at it, and you're just like, it's the JonTron thing. We're like, yeah, I can work with this.
I can work with this.
You can, you know, I'm not having you guys like pay for your food and inn stays here because it's not worth it for you guys to track. Like, I usually hand wave it like military's paying for it in the end. You could just say like the 1,000 gold Steven gets here. You can just have that go into all of that.
My immediate thing is, I immediately, like, when I get back out of here, I'm going to pick up Ingram. Ingram's like, what are you doing? And I go to a hotel room. I can't pay for this. You're not paying for this. I am. He's like, no!
It's
No, the way you say that sounds like something a lot different.
Steven's like, everybody gets in a nice hotel room individually. And that's when Krugar goes, aw.
Even just make sure it's not a love
Ingram, you
hotel.
get in that-
There's already
you're gonna get in
enough
that hotel room
misunderstandings.
and you're going to like it.
No.
Steven's like, I'd like to upgrade to a room with a chandelier, please.
I'd like a chandelier room, please.
Or
We
you're
don't
already
have
in
one
a
of
room
those
with a chandelier, a bigger one.
David, we don't have one of those. Install it.
Install it.
Solid. That's so stupid.
You're in this fucking shitty inn that Kieran was in earlier, and you're just like, Ingram, you're gonna hear some construction noise for a little while. I'm having them install a 3rd floor.
Okay.
You just grab Ingram. You grab him by the back. You gotta grab him by the scruff like a cat.
I feel like I should just say, like, a couple of days pass and the party goes up to Shori's private hotel room as he's like waiting in the hot tub, and they're just like, I feel like we've lost track of the mission here. You've kind of been spending all your time up here. And you're like, that's insane, and you ring a bell and they're like, ah, your liver pate, sir.
I'm like, and then I looked at Limpete. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. I'll still take this though.
No, that's when you should be like, this liver pate is encrusted in gold bullion. And they're like, look at you. And you're like, you're right. I would never have turned down food before.
He's like, how dare I ever turn down food? My mama didn't raise no quitter.
Your mom is halfling. I feel like your mama raised you to eat 8 meals a day.
I know. The fact that I would even joke about declining a meal.
8 meals a day on the 8 days of the week.
That's why I'm so big.
No, a couple of days pass and you're like, you guys are insane. Anyways, here's the last of the money that I've got earned on that paycheck for singing, and I'm broke again. Alright, let's go to work.
No, I still have a lot of money on me, actually.
Yeah, I know you have a lot of money. I'm just joking about you spending. I'm just
I've been
joking about you
saving.
spending 1,000
Oh yeah,
gold
yeah.
that
My
you got from singing.
spending money is. But
Yeah,
get back to work. David, I might actually have to leave though, because I actually gotta go do some stuff.
Alright, well, we can table your thing on that.
Yeah,
you guys
everyone
want to
can do
table
their
it
stuff.
entirely here? I guess I should question. Steven, are you going to be here for next week, or this is like the last week you'll be for a while?
Man, they're saying that we're gonna leave next Saturday, and I'm just like, bro, y'all gotta, because we don't know. I have no idea, man.
Bro, you like packed up everything already, and you're still there?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but the thing is, we're living on the ship right now, which is usually happens anyway. But what I'm saying is, the fact is, our ship was broke as fuck, so now we're waiting to like.
Rooms.
Can we go? Oh no.
I thought when you said the ship was broke, they were like, all right, you guys can't be in here, and they shoved you back into the rooms that you packed out of.
Nah.
All right, so I mean, if you're gonna be leaving next Saturday, you should be able to show up for Friday then, right?
No. 'Cause today is Saturday morning.
Oh,
For
okay, I
me.
see what you're saying. All right, that's a good reason to question things like that. All right, so this might be your last game for a couple of weeks, right?
Or it's gonna be more than a couple weeks.
As it's like months.
It
I thought you were just
possibly
saying,
because
like-
we're supposed to. No, they're sent us on a fucking deployment before we're moving to San Diego because
Oh,
fuck us, I guess.
sorry to hear that. I thought you were just making a straight shot.
So potentially 6 weeks of deployment, and then a little bit after that. So I probably won't get back until March or even April.
So is Shori just going to live with Dr. Coleman?
You get sent into a special op
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah, I'm good with that. You
Yeah,
can
we
roll
could
for him
have-
on stuff too to see if he's successful and shit. You know.
Yeah, we could have. So as you guys are waiting for things to happen, maybe Shori even goes to another party to schmooze, and Shori's just like living a high life off the fucking check he made to attend these parties to be the singer. He gets a call saying that he needs a checkup from Dr. Coleman because his arm things are like he needs the checkup, and it's been longer than he was supposed to. You know, that whole thing. It's like, no, essentially, it's just like, oh, was I supposed to get a checkup? He's just like, well, apparently he told you, and you're like, I don't remember that. And then you just, right before he like finished sawing off the other arm and you passed out, he goes, by the way, I'll need to see you every couple of weeks. And he's just on the table going, ah. He's just like, I'll take
And
that
it's
as a
like-
yes.
Be right back.
Yeah, imagine that he just chops the first arm and says that as he passes out.
I think he got
Oh,
both
remember,
of his
guys,
arms off.
I got through both of them. The part
Yeah, you
I
got
passed
both.
out on was when he fucking when
The
I
last
Oh, yeah,
one.
when
put
the
fucking
attachments.
things in.
Yeah, like right as he put the last arm on, he's like, I'll need you to do a couple of checkups.
Yeah,
you're,
true.
You're passed out from the pain. So yeah, you had
It
to
was
go
weird.
and
The less
you have to
painful
go
part.
for medical reasons. So that's why Shori's gonna dip out. But if there's still an Onyxville for whatever fucking reason, you could come back, alright?
I got you. No
I'll
worries,
doubt
man.
it unless it's just a coincidence that we go back to a mission here.
Okay, let's say this. Onyxville will still be there, unless you really fuck up.
Well,
No, it's more the
that's
question that
that's not
Onyxville
what I'm
will be,
referring
but
to.
we
I meant
shouldn't.
coming back to Onyxville if you guys are actually gonna spend the next 3 months trying to solve this problem, which I could
Or a
see it
different
taking
one.
3 months because you guys aren't faces. But I also fucking see that, you know, one of you guys has, you know, the ability to peer through time and space. So, you know.
I mean, yeah, the thing
Alright,
is, like,
guys.
Yeah, alright,
Bye.
see you later, Steven.
See ya.
Peace, guys. See, I enjoyed it. Bye.
Have a nice travel.
we're gonna meet, like, Dr. Mechanical, whether he wants it or not, David.
Oh yeah, you're
really
gonna
have a choice.
You're still calling him doctor.
I'm sorry, Lord Mechanical, whether he has a choice or not, because, like, if he just tries to run away, it's like, how hard is it to shoot at a jetpack?
Kinda fucked up that you would do that.
Then you should run away.
You're acting like they're a vigilante or something.
We'll just have Ingram follow him through a distance since we're out.
That's true. You guys have a car and like fucking
Not only that,
see
like,
in the dark vision.
Ingram can see far as fuck, he can become invisible,
This is the thing.
and he has a car.
If Ingram gets close enough to him once, David, we'll have him as a bloodhound forever. I've smelled you before.
Right. So did you guys want to table it, or did you want to do some more things? I could explain stuff if you want. Like even if you don't want to go through all the days painstakingly, I could just give you a summary of what likely would occur. Considering, you know, without your face, it's, you know, I have other plans. But if you guys want to take a week and think about what you can do, that's fine too. I'm also assuming your plan seems to just be waiting for the next monster to show up, so I'm willing to explain days go by.
I think it's still the
Go ahead.
easiest plan or a short plan, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's like like the other thing, David. I don't think we're under any like time sensitive matters at the moment. Unless I'm wrong.
You are wrong, but not in the like a way that your character is aware of. Like something will occur, like the world goes on.
I mean, yeah, but like that's the thing. A week.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. I thought you were talking about like spending months here. It's like yeah, stuff.
No,
Stuff
that's
will
the thing.
start getting worse.
If in 1 week we don't get the guy, then we'll probably think of other plans. But we know for a fact that a monster is going to attack, and most likely it's going to show up. So it's like, yeah, we know. We just need a few days,
Yeah,
and then it
wait,
should be
wait,
faster
wait,
from
wait.
that on.
I do not expect Onyx Veil to be solved in a week. The actual underlying problems, but like what you're just trying to do, like I could see you finding out who the mechanical thing and all.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. If we can come to come to a consensus with Lord Mechanical, if it's truly needed, we can have him call us.
Yeah, like you. That's not a bad idea. Just to let him do it and just leave, and come back when you later.
Not just the assistance to him, assuming he has the technology and the knowledge.
He managed to kill something without you.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Depending on what he's doing, he can be like, yeah, that's a good plan. Now we have these 4 idiots to help you. One of them is the human radar.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just strap Ingram into a suit that enhances his vision even more. I'm sure he'll find the lab, wherever the place is.
Because, or the reason we really needed Lord Mechanical is because this is the person who's been investigating this, and with his help, we might get to conclusions faster. Or at least that's my point. I see something weird. Okay, just a silence. Like,
Well, I'm just wondering if anyone's because I'm still asking. Like, do you want to keep playing tonight some more, or did you want to table it and discuss these?
The other thing, if
go ahead. I was just going to say, like, I think David can be fine, mostly because of how it started. We didn't get really in the rhythm of things. So I think a week could do us some good.
Okay, so you're saying like give it a week.
Mm-hmm.
That was already described like as you lower your periscope itself. That seems to be the solution right now.
I think I say we could end it after actually seeing Lord Mechanical at least. So starting off as we going after him while the monster attacks. I mean that's what happens first, and not him just walking around in the suit.
I'll ask what Pat and Kieran would prefer. I guess. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Pat.
As it's known, none of us are real faces. My plan has always been to make a scene, but I think at the moment the plan that doesn't make a scene is the stakeout.
Okay, we're talking about whether we table it or not. So,
I mean, we don't really need Steven for the stakeout.
No.
What time is it?
It's 10. 3.5 hours into the.
Yeah, that's the thing I was saying that we can probably still at least start the finding the Lord Mechanical party in after he actually shows up at some point.
I can also see that some people are tired, and if you guys need a week to fucking work yourselves out, that's fine too. I'm good with continuing it, but I'm just saying, like for example, when I asked your opinions and stuff, it seemed like you guys weren't responding at first, so I thought you guys were already passed out.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I was just letting Steven be in the spotlight, trying out his somewhat of a plan, it seemed.
I still feel bad that the only good role he got was mine.
Hmm?
He had some bad roles. Man.
Yeah.
He did.
So is life. That happens to Joe every day.
Remember when I was trying to sneak into a sneak around a security place?
You had some good roles.
I did, but then the roles that mattered.
You all had some bad decisions in that too.
It's a good, like, this is the thing. Every mission is a good combo of both of those bad roles and bad decisions.
I just need to get better.
Steven's decisions weren't necessarily bad. They were just like, you know, they cut off certain other obvious solutions, like sneaking in. Like, if you're gonna make a scene like that, people are gonna when you sneak in. But, you know, Steven still pulled it off. It's alright.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the thing. Like, us as people, we're here to help them with ideas, even if not very good ones.
We all know 90% of mine are not good ones, but I still tell them.
Interrupt to see if Kieran is.
Are you there, Kieran?
Might have died.
Yeah, because he was talking about how he just woke up for. I think sleep schedule for. Which I get. Like, well, I fucking have bad sleep schedule.
I think it's more that he ruined his sleep schedule.
Because we've been sometimes scheduling with him to play at his 10 a.m. Divinity.
And sometimes he goes to sleep like a few hours before that, so.
Yeah.
It may just have been a situation of that one.
I mean,
he just screwed himself.
Yeah. Like you did.
I haven't even. What do you mean, like I did? Oh, just I played by myself.
I mean, yeah, and we started planning this like while we were all talking.
I just don't.
So like this is. I mean,
I remember seeing.
Welcome back.
Thank God we ended up talking about Divinity because I was about to be like, I guess Kieran's sleeping. I'll call it.
Huh?
We're checking if you want to continue for today or stop.
I mean, I'm fine with either. I'm rather tired, so I could fucking go to sleep. It would be nice.
Yeah, that's okay.
I woke up for the session, and I'm about to sleep after it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said was happening.
Yeah. Just don't do the same tomorrow. We'll need you conscious.
Yeah, they want you to fucking wrestle as Steven so you could kill the worm.
The worm.
Oh, you haven't seen him yet, have you?
No. Barely know about him yet.
Oh,
check for the spoilers, shithead. No.
It's on your business.
Well, I don't know the fuck you're talking about, but I guess I'll find out.
He's talking about the next demon lord. I have to fucking wrestle a worm. I still need Steven's sheet to do that. I'm gonna need like. Can I open it sheet?
Yeah, I can hand you the sheet controls later.
Because, well, no, I need like something clean to look at, which is not a fucking Roll20 sheet. Because
I don't know if Steven has a Myth sheet that's updated like that.
Exactly. I don't know anything about how shit works. Usa bugs. This one, this one's still 8th level.
I mean, you can probably ask Steven for what the fuck did he do in the Roll21?
Yeah,
I mean, I know which buttons generally to click.
Yeah, Imarin doesn't like what things do you have already placed on, which ones do you place whenever you get them.
I mean, this is kind of the thing, is Usa ain't gonna do. If we just start
do full attacks with Usas.
I mean, essentially, because the real thing is she hastes, she becomes a giant dragon, and she bites. Because against the demon lord, grappling ain't really gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
No, because you can just get out for free.
Yeah, she just rages too. It's like
if Usa grapples that demon lord, it's gonna be like the fucking thing from Dune, where someone's trying to ride that worm.
But they do that.
Maybe I'm thinking of Tremors. It doesn't matter. Anyways, big old worm.
Sounds about right.
Anyways, Yeah, Kieran, do you want to table it then so you can fucking?
Would be nice.
All right. Well,
But I
just
mean, you don't have to go off it for only my benefit. Like I'm
It's
fine
you
with
and Joe,
playing
so
more.
don't worry, you have company.
yeah, it's
Definitely.
like Joe's
Okay.
also talking about tabling to be refreshed.
Well then, sure.
I don't. Yeah, so we can table it tonight. Yeah, sorry to make the most drawn out. Like, are we tabling it or not? Yeah, it's.
It's all
Yes,
your
sir.
Next week we can start off with the idea that you guys basically fucking have a stakeout for like a week to try and actually let's do a mix of the tabling so we can table it like this. After Shori goes off because he has his mandated checkup for his arms that he has to do, so he has to leave you guys. You know, you guys spend a couple of days, nothing really happens. He's in high life of his checks. He has to go. As you guys continue staking out, the stakeout continues for like 7 more days. It's like 8 days since the last monster show. And you start to hear the news that a strange, like, chimera-like creature is going around picking up children. That's when you see the Lord Mechanic flying through the air. Again, because it was, like, so late enough, like, at a time that you weren't expecting this to occur, like, it wasn't... Again, you were looking for 6 days, and then 7 days, and then it happened on day 8 from the last one, so it's what... I'm just going with like an average roll where you wouldn't see where the Lord Mechanical is coming from, but you'll see them in the air. And we can go with that being like, you've identified the target, we lower the periscope of Ingram back into the car seat, and you can start driving off after them.
Understood.
So,
Have to have another monster fall on top of your car.
that's true. It is a weird harpy thing. I have the art for it somewhere.
It's so annoying if that happens.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the art. Have this fucking thing fall on you.
I'm sorry, I opened the thing, and the only thing I had open in Roll20 was Dr. Coleman, and I'm like, have this thing fall on you, just Coleman.
Well, that one looks cute. I assume it's going to be everything but that.
It is abducting
Probably.
children.
Maybe she just wants to be a
Very
mother.
cute.
You heard what Pedro said. It is.
Yeah, could you
So
fucking
cute.
imagine? No, we can't kill it.
I have a better solution. What is it? I'll marry it.
Okay, well.
This is how he loses his livers. Sorry, I'm just shaking my head because I'm just thinking like, man sees a fucking animal and he's just like, yes, bestiality.
He has a human face, that's enough.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't even have a nose.
If you look at its mouth, it's actually a beak-shaped thing.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Oh well. Yeah, we'll just table it here. Sorry, I see what was wrong with the Discord thing. The Twitch thing looked all wrong for a second. So yeah, we'll continue this next week with you chasing after the mechanical guy.
Sure.
Maybe we'll start open with a fight. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Just before I go, I should ask, just in case you guys want to think about fighting it. Like, this isn't are you doing it, but would you shoot after a creature that has a child in its hands and it's flying?
Only if
If you
there's someone
shoot it-
under it ready to catch it safely. As in, not a 1,000-foot drop and then someone just grab it, but actually no. Either right under or with the
Well,
I want to say trampoline, but the thing to catch people when they jump off buildings.
Jetpack Joyride is going after it, I guess. Like, if you believe.
Yeah, that's the thing.
In the Lord
If we
Mechanical,
can
they could
coordinate
fucking
in the sense
hurt.
of, we can make coordinate in the sense of like, oh, it's right under them. If we drop the child, he'll catch it easily. Then maybe, but otherwise, I don't think anyone would shoot.
I guess the way I'm thinking, it's like, is it better for a creature that has talons to be grabbing onto a child's arms or not?
No, this is the thing. Is it depends. If we're like behind us with the car, then I can shoot it. You can try and grab it.
Sorry, my immediate thought was if we're behind it with the car and you shoot it as the child's falling, you bring up the car so the child can be the next one to make a dent into the car.
But yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, we will try and save the child. I guess
Yeah,
that's the best way to put it.
I'm mostly bringing it up so it's something you can think about over the week in case you guys are going to be like, I have the genius plan. Like, maybe Pat will realize he has some sort of, like, emergency foam on this person, you know?
Emergency foam?
Some chemical crap that you would throw and make something softer.
I mean, impact foam, that is... I don't have any on me, but... I can make it.
Make some!
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you think during your car ride that you'd be able to make impact foam with your fast alchemy.
I don't have
It's
fast
not that
alchemy.
fast.
Remember, I'm a rogue, not
Yeah,
an
I know.
alchemist.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just things you can nice and think of, that there is something for you to actually protect in this situation.
Alright, let's see.
You don't have to do it right now.
Well, no, I'm
But-
looking to see how many I could make in a day.
Okay, well,
I can make
And
6.
so I'll be ending the stream in a second. Just gonna say goodbye to people. So have a nice night, Kieran.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
You as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot
Until
of
next
shit to do
time.
tomorrow.
Oh.
You're gonna accomplish Zanya of it.